I'm dying over here.
Stay tuned for more Howard Stern. He's coming back.
She's oily, and old.
Ain't he?
Looks like the Quaker Oats guy.
Huh?
Smells from the body roll bowls. Barbara Bush has 40,000 eyes full of her ice popped out.
I'll do that. I'll take care of this. So Emily Lloyd is behind the beaded curtain today. We didn't want to leave you out. It's okay. It's not sensational.
We could have a musical break.
It's not up to your usual spectacular standards, but it's okay. No, give us a break, Neil. Give us a break. Is what I'm trying. I'm thinking at this point. Let's see. You didn't discuss the trends that came out, the ratings on Friday.
There's not much to
talk about.
It's like we're flat. We're still number one. And
still number one in middays in men by a pretty safe margin there, it looks like to me. Down a little bit in the morning, down a little bit in the afternoon, but we're okay. But now, of course, that we got that 790 thing coming at the ticket starting on Wednesday.
Right. Then they will fear them.
We're going to take it deep inside the...
Rectum.
That's what I'm thinking. Huh? Those sports segments? And they got Craig Minner... Craig Minner... That's what Muff was saying this morning. Craig Minervini is going to be on. Rhymes with weenie is what also Duff was thinking about. He's going to be doing middays. Aren't you just overwhelmed? Little Craig Minervini, he comes up to your kneecap. He's about 2 feet tall. He's a sports munchkin.
I see.
And he does some crap on the Panther games, which I don't know, because there ain't going to be any season this year. Bad news, boys and girls. Do not send the Panthers any money because there ain't going to be no season. I probably shouldn't say that, but don't send them any money. The only reason I send them money is I get it back from this place. And by the way, Clarence, I think there's a couple of checks outstanding. I do. I could be wrong about that.
Checks?
A couple of outstanding checks on that Panther crap. Oh, please send us your money because we're sure that we're going to... No, you're not. There ain't going to be any season. So we can't give Miguel all my hockey tickets. He's already got all the Marlin tickets, and now they might actually be worth something that they're only 4 games out of the wild card. Now that the Cubs are folding like an accordion, boy, they really suck. Harry was right. The Cubs do suck. I watched some of that game yesterday, which shows you how boring it is here. One of the things I'm going to do this week, I'm going to go over to the Hard Rock. I saw it. I mean, I see it all the time when I'm here off the turnpike there. It looks pretty impressive, the hotel.
Hey?
What?
Can't pull the arms.
Oh, you can't pull the arms.
I don't pull the arms anyway.
You can't pull the lever.
But in other words, what you're trying to say is the wheels don't spin, is what you're trying to say. So we'll take the QM wheel over there. Yeah.
Would be the
and
first
you can
time.
spin our wheel a little bit. And I'll see what that's really all about, because none of you have been able to sufficiently explain to me how those machines work. I don't think the people that go there understand how those machines work. Because you know those evil one-eyed bandits. We can't have that in Florida, or the world will come to an end. Because that's gambling. Oh, and guess who says gambling is evil? Ralph Nader. What a jackass, man. I'm going to say the A word right now. He goes to Vegas, this old crow, this old nerd. And you people that are going to vote for Nader, you ought to be shot several times, okay, at least in the kneecap. It's unbelievable. He goes to Vegas and he tells them that gambling is evil and it's grotesque and all this other garbage. Oh, look at that. There's who the hell was that? At the Republican things like that. And, of course, they say, oh, there's tens of thousands of people. There are over 100,000 people peacefully protesting in the streets of New York yesterday against these Nazis that we've got.
I see them holding
against
signs.
These fascists, against these repressive Nazis that are running your country right now. And you know what? I think Kerry's going to lose it. Bush isn't going to win it. I think Kerry's going to lose it. What did I tell you? They didn't get a bounce after the convention because the Democrats said they wimped out. I was reading about it in Newsweek. The focus groups, they did hocus pocus, let's have a focus group. And the focus group said, oh, well, we don't want to see any negative attacks on the press. You know, we want to see a positive campaign. What you're going to do? Bullcrap. You see this not-so-swift Veterans Truth bullcrap group, that's already having an impact. Against a decorated war hero by a draft dodger and his draft-dodging vice president. So that's what the public wants. They want dirt. They want you to sling the mud. And then there's old limp unit Bob Dole on there the other day saying, well, the same old crap again about, well, Kerry didn't have any serious wounds. He didn't see any blood on him and all this other crap. Max Cleveland only came back triple amputee, so I guess he's got some evidence, and they still smeared him the same way they're doing Kerry. And the public says, oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, excellent point. This is a great trusted leader. Poll in Florida now even is bad. And the Herald this morning shows Bush 2 points ahead now, Kerry folding like an accordion. Because they're not running any campaign.
No.
We needed the Dean Meister, man. That's who we needed. Somebody that was going to pull no punches, roll up his sleeves and tell it like it is. Like Ross Perot would say, roll up his sleeves and doo-doo all over Bush. That's what I'd like to see, about 400 pounds of doo-doo all over Bush.
No, he was too lively.
Yeah, a little bit too lively, a little bit too honest. for the establishment, for the Democratic establishment, whose main specialty is choking it. That's what they're doing right now. They're choking it. 22 past 10. Can we say that? I think I just did. I think Stern's coming back for a little bit more.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Come on, Howie.
On 560 WQAM.
Yub and Amoeba, Trob, the Meeb, the Blob. Okay?
Okay.
Brother, you be talking on the radio late at night. You be talking about sports, but he ain't white. That's right. That's what he be sounding like. Yo. Whoa. Roll me the show. Lord have mercy. Out there. Roll me the show. Check it out. Roll the show. On the radio. Out there. Roll the show. On the radio. He be on the radio. It's Venus Roll. On the radio. That's what he do. He the man.
10:28. So anyway, Crow, 5 to 7 this afternoon will be at the Mega Liquor Store, probably drinking up a storm. 14657 Southwest 56th Street in Miami. Where the hell is that?
I don't know, down yonder.
Your people.
I
Stop
reckon.
by to spin the wheel for prizes, because our wheel, unlike the ones at the Seminoles, our wheel actually spins.
Yeah, you don't win much, but...
No, that's right. And I understand you probably don't win much over there either. I'll find out. That's the Crow today at the Mega Liquor Store, 147th Ave and Miller Drive. Oh, I see. Down there. That's South Miami.
See.
Almost Kendall. Kind of the red neck of the woods. Emily Lloyd is on our beaded curtain today. She was born September 29th, 1970. Boy, it just, I'm not going to start again. It's only a week. This doesn't sound right in here. It sounds really all screwed up.
Yeah.
It is wrong.
Sure.
Board is wrong. I see Fix It. He fixed, thank God the mic switch still works, but this other one, nah, that one don't work, Fix It.
Forget about it.
Nice job, Schmuck. He is smarmy. She was born September 29th, 1970, which makes her almost 34, in London, England, and the UK, with all them silly-ass Brits. It says she's blue-eyed and has dark blonde hair. Well, that's pretty profound. It also says she puts out like the Energizer Bunny, what it says here. Her filmography, in production right now, Hey Mr. DJ, that sounds like a real winner. Denial, TV series Denial. TV Riverworld, The Honey Trap, Woundings, Boogie Boy, Livers Ain't Cheap. That was the David Crosby story. Welcome to Sarajevo, Dead Girl, Masculine Mescaline. Wasn't that the Muff Lindsay story? When Saturday Comes, Under the Hula Moon, and a whole bunch of other stuff in French. Oh, she was also in River Runs Through It.
Yeah, that's right.
Emily Lloyd.
Right.
Now,
She's always some blonde chick. She's always the blonde bunny.
Oh, yeah, and I remember, yeah. That was a pretty good movie, if I say so myself.
All right.
I don't want to be picking on little Brian Norcross again, do I? Yes. What an idiot, man. You are such a quisling. The Channel 4 hysteria specialist is at it again. I'm watching yesterday, and not that he's drawn that line back again. Not that he wants to get anybody in a total panic with Francis. Is that Arlene Francis that they named after, or Francis O'Hare, one or the other? I'm not really sure. But little Brian Norcross is trying to draw Francis right into your living room, okay? Right into your patio.
Santeria ceremony.
He's trying to arrange the big blow, which from what I understand wouldn't be the first time. Oh, look at this. Florida Panthers information. Look at this. Oh, before we get to the all of that in the poll, I'll give you the poll first, because it's already up there. How panicky are you? And the operative word being panic about Hurricane Francis, because that's what they're trying to do, is get you all into panic and get you to... They showed some class holes at the store yesterday. Well, I can say that.
Yeah,
they showed some spaz holes buying up water already. Yeah, go there and buy up all the bottled water. Go to Home Depot and buy up all the lumber, all the 2x4s. And what else do they need? Oh, and a lot of batteries and get your transistor sister and all this other crap.
Canned goods.
Yeah, take all the canned goods. Get a lot of peaches, man. They're really peachy. Yeah. Get a whole bunch of canned peaches. I hope you have wild diarrhea from it. I'm so tired of these. It's fine. Charlie pulled a little switcheroo there at the end because they can't predict that far ahead. Although Todd Rex says that he's got a friend in Washington, which, number one, it surprises me he's got a friend, period. So I think he made it up. And number two, they work for, who knows, something with the Hurricanes?
National Weather Center.
The first base coach. And, something like that. And they say it's not coming here. Well, that's
good enough for me.
Yeah, that takes care of it, Todd. You little... I'd like to step on him, How did you like when I was standing behind him with that machete? I bet you even OJ never felt such a power when he was standing over Ron and Nicole.
He must have been back there like an hour.
Oh, yeah. Standing over his shoulder, right? He's babbling in your ear with a gigantic machete here. And boy, the temptation was so great. The only thing is it's dull.
Yeah, the point's sharp.
Yeah, that's true. How panicky are you about Hurricane Francis? And here are your 6 choices. Brian Norcross has me in a total panic. That's what he wants to do. I'm stocking up now, water, batteries, etc. The shutters are up already. I shudder to think about it. I'm going back under the bed. I'll wait and see where it's really going. Oh, that makes a little bit too much sense, doesn't it? To see whether, I think you'll still have plenty of time. Or what? Me worry? That was my vote. Right? With all the other crap we got going on, why should we worry about some stupid little hurricane?
So your roof blows off.
Yeah, big deal. You got good insurance. Nothing like a good insurance scam sounds good to me. How many votes we got there on a poll so far? Let's see, 60 vote. How panicky are you about hurricane? By the way, George did a sensational job this summer. I think I should say that right now. Fantastic job. In fact, such a good job, I think I'm going to put him back on right now. Yeah. I don't want to overdo this, you know it. Like I said, 71 votes. I'll wait and see where it's really going. 43. What a concept, Brian. You're not going to get them all in a panic. And I noticed, like, when you go to the Weather Channel, and they've got the tracking path, the big wide tracking path.
The code of terror.
No, I'm talking about where they show where it might be going.
Right.
And theirs is, like, yay wide. And then you go to, like, one of the other channels, and it's almost that wide. Then you go to Channel 4 and Brian Norcross, and his is like this, almost like a little beam of light that's bringing it right into your living room, Oh, you're such a jackass, such a quizzling queen, Brian. How's the weather fairy doing at Channel 7? She staying out of trouble?
Haven't seen him lately.
Oh, I understand. Who's the other queen they got on Channel 7 now, too, that's making the rounds?
Well, I don't have a
scorecard. Now that Miss Kamal ain't going driving so much late at night. Anyway, 71 votes. I'll wait and see where it's really going. 43. What, me worry? 12. I'm stocking up now. Water, batteries, etc. 7, you idiots. Clean them out. When in doubt, go to your nearby store and clean them out. Just load up. Take a truck over there and just take everything they got. Not that you're going to use it, just so everybody else has to panic. I'm going back under the bed, 5. Shutters are up already, 2. And Brian Norcross has me in a total panic, a pair. Brian's got a little pair. Here's a fax this morning. I heard on the news this morning that W said this over the weekend. Our policy in Iraq has been catastrophically successful. And I'm supposed to be surprised by that? In fact, that's probably, if he did say that, one of the more intelligent, perspicacious things he's ever said. That moron. That simple,
accurate.
That quisling lunatic, imbecile, simpleton. Your president. And he fits in perfect for this country. Man, he is the perfect president. Rednecks and trailer trash and religious nuts, all of these things. A little overslop there. It says, if MTV Awards are any indication, this fact says, Kerry's going to lose Florida. Last night, the obnoxious Carson Daly had the Bush and Kerry daughters come out and promote voting. Bush's daughters were on via satellite because they were busy drinking. However, the obvious pro-Republican crowd, I can't imagine why they'd be pro-Republican in Miami, can you? Your people at the American Mickey Arison Arena, Mickey Arena. The obvious pro-Republican crowd booed loudly when the Kerry daughters asked the fans hopefully voted for their dad. Blame it on the Cubans, I guess it says. Yeah, it was Cubans. That's what Emmy Schaefer would say. It was Cubans.
They booed loudly?
Yes, when they Kerry daughter said vote for our dad.
I see. Wrong.
They said, oh no, Bushmeister, Booch, we like Booch.
It's because the Kerry daughters are ugly.
That could be. And so is Barbara. She's got Marty Feldman eyes, is what I'm hearing. Now, here's for you Panther people out there that are considering sending Alan Cohen your money right now. It's a bad idea. There ain't going to be no season. It says, I received an email solicitation from the Panthers last week. I replied that Alan Cohen is a lying cheapskate. The payroll went from $50 million to $15 million, and the new radio voice is a joke. Oh, the new radio voice is a joke. Here's the response I got. It's long, but there's some funny stuff in here, it says. It's from the Panthers organization. Oh, from N. Moeller at OfficeDepotCenter.com. So, N. Moeller, I guess Randy's got some kind of a name like Neil. I don't know what his name is. Thanks for the reply, yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry to hear you've been turned off to the Panthers because the actions taken by the old executive staff. We've heard from several former fans like yourself, their objection to the decline of the payroll of the team recently. My question to you is, what do you think will happen to these teams that have huge payrolls after a salary cap put in place this year? First thing I have come to mind is teams like Toronto, Rangers, Detroit, and Dallas, who spend the most, are going to have to cut some of their top players, and the Panthers are in the best position to grab these guys. Right. To grab some of these really hot guys like the Leafs have got, like Gary Roberts, who just turned 45, or Joe Nieuwendyk, who just turned 73, and Eddie the Beagle Belfour, who just turned 115 with his bad back. It was operated on, but it's still there. And it goes on. I'm not going to read all this hockey stuff because none of you care about hockey, but here it says, as for our new radio play-by-play guy, Jiggs McDonald is irreplaceable, says Randy Moeller. However, we needed to bring in someone who's already been involved with the team and the community. Why bring in a new face? The new guy is recognizable. Oh, yeah, every time you hear or see Geldy, you say, oh, there's that little twerp Geldy. Right? He's very recognizable, obnoxious, unlistenable, right? But it's Geldy.
Sure enough.
He is recognizable. It says, this is the time when all Panther fans should be supporting the team. As of opening night last year, the organization had brought in roughly $700,000 in new business. As of last weekend, the organization of the new executive staff has already brought in $2.5 million with 7 weeks to go before the first puck drop. Oh, they must have been talking about those World Cup games because there ain't going to be any NHL puck drop because there ain't going to be any season. They're not still lying to the fans, are they? The first puck drop, my ass. You people have got to be schmitting me, man. The propaganda never stops from the Office Depot Center. Oh, Nick Moeller. He must be Randy's boyfriend. I didn't know they tied the knot. It says the unfortunate thing is that when the team starts winning with Coach Martin at the helm, Martin, those who have waited will be upset because they can't find the great seats they used to enjoy. They use to enjoy. Not used to, but used to. This is even illiterate from Nick Moeller. They use to enjoy. Other than that, I don't know what else this organization can do to show that turnaround is. This is kind of sarcastic, his letter from an organization, don't you think?
Sounds like it.
From a season ticket holder, alleged? Kind of sarcastic. Like, well, no, you're going to be sorry. You're going to want those seats, and everybody's going to be hopping on when we start winning. What year is that going to be? What century is that going to be that they're going to put a competitive organization out there on the ice with or without Jacques Strapp, Jacques Martin, or Jacques Plante, who's dead? Huh? The hell are you people kidding, man? You can smell it all the way in here, you know, all the way from Sunrise. I bet when I get home it's going to stink like crazy from the Office of Depot Center.
Oh, the Everglades.
Is that what it is?
Swamp gas.
No, I think it's Mike Keenan gas is backing up on us. Oh, speaking of gas, the Amoco station out by me is all tore up. No gas.
It's going around.
Sunrise Boulevard's all tore up there. Hiatus Road's still all tore up.
'Tis the season.
And University Drive's all tore up. I just mentioned that.
No, Hollywood's all tore up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. You understand. Okay, so there's the latest Panther update. I see there's a tremendous response on the phone on that. Huh? They just don't care, Norm or Neil or Nigel or whatever your name is, Randy Moeller's boyfriend. They don't care. And the fact that you've been able to swipe $700,000 off suckers out there in anticipation of a season that's not going to happen, that's quite a tribute to. In fact, you could probably get a job here at QAM Sales. Just give us the effing money. Not going to get any tickets. There isn't going to be any season, but just give us the effing money, baby. It's the QAM effing way. We like that.
Sure.
So it's good that we have that great relationship with the Panther organization. Because thieves of a feather do it together. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Waiting to see a phenomenal response here now from this audience on all of these things. Huh?
What things?
That I just got through talking about.
No, they don't care about it.
Brian Norcross, the big blow is coming this weekend. And one thing about this market, man, when you look at our crew of weather guys, they're the experts on the big blow. And then we got the Panthers situation and all of this stuff going on, man. We got the
Panthers.
Hank may or may not be coming back this week. You got Mo there hanging out in the afternoon, running around here. Strutting around is the word that I'm hearing. He's not walking around.
So
he's strutting around.
Hank does come back.
Yes.
Where does Mo go?
Where does Mo fit into the scheme of things?
Bye.
Does that answer your question? Well, why wouldn't he like getting paid off other than the big fat ego he's got? Who wouldn't want to get paid off for another year and a half just for sitting around and, playing golf up there in Boca and smoking his big fat stogies or whatever?
Drinking mimosas.
Exactly. Sounds right up his alley, Sally. 137 votes on a Hurricane Francis. How panicky are you? I'll wait and see where it's really going, 83. What, me worry? 21. That was my vote. I'm not worried about it. In fact, if it looks like it's coming here, I'll just get out of here the day ahead of time. Yeah. Oh, I have the option.
What a concept,
I live all
right.
over the place. I'm a gypsy. I'm stocking up now. Water, batteries, etc. 13. I'm going back under the bed 11. Brian Norcross has me in a total panic. The weather fairy 5. And the shutters are up already 4. I shudder to think of it. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Excellent.
Welcome to the panic line.
I was working that MTV show last night.
Oh.
And
didn't see 1 second of it.
Yeah, well, you're lucky because it was horrible.
Was it?
Well, I got paid, so it's all good.
Oh.
Listen, Uncle Neil, they did boo the Kerry girls.
Yeah, I know that. I already knew that before I got the facts.
I know, but the thing about it was, I don't think they were booing them because it was John Kerry. It was because they said something to the effect of, you need to inform yourself about the vote. And there was a lot of people in the crowd who had anti-Bush shirts on. A lot of the rappers had anti-Bush stuff, and a lot of them, including Ludacris's little groupies, had shirts on that said "Ask Why," which I'm assuming is a reference to the war.
Mm-hmm.
But so there was a lot of anti-Bush stuff. I was hoping that they would boo the Bush girls, but most of the time those knuckleheads weren't even listening.
It's just like the Democratic Convention again. They're being too easy on the Bush people, and they're going to wind up losing because they're trying to be too genteel and gentile. Nobody likes a genteel, okay?
Yeah, well, I got something else.
They should be ripping their ass. Never in history. They got a great new ad. Have you seen the ad where they got Bush's voice in the background and they show the empty factory and he's talking about the job?
Yeah.
Well, that's a great ad. That is fantastic. Lost more jobs than any president in 75 years. Go ahead.
I haven't seen that one yet, but
great.
The other thing was, remember we had this thing a few months ago where they're saying, oh, we're giving all these convicted felons their rights back and everything else. Well, I called about that because I got popped one time for a little of the X stuff, and I got a felony, so I can't vote. Well, I called this number the other day to ask how you can get your voting rights back. Oh, well, you need to send us a letter and sign it, and then we'll do it in about 18 to 24 months it takes to clear your rights back. That's how long it takes.
Yeah.
Just to clear a letter through the system to say you can vote now.
Well, don't do it again. Get out of here.
Thanks, Uncle Neil.
What was Ed Crotch doing there at the
I didn't
with
see.
all those Nazis? Oh my God! That queen, that faggot, Ed Crotch is there?
How am I doing?
Oh, I don't even want to answer the question. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. It's going to be a rough day today, I think.
Why you say that?
Don't we have some more? Do you see any action on that phone? It's pretty
it's
quiet.
Monday.
I haven't seen a phone like that in months.
It's Monday.
One thing we can say, man, is lately, last knock on Formica, man. Knock on some very cheap Formica. It's been really smoking, but I think there'll still be the end of it. Well, plus we got the kids are back in school in both counties, or what?
Yeah,
they certainly are.
Maybe they're waiting for 11 o'clock for the show to start.
No, that could be it. Now that they have no idea what time the show starts, right? Nice going, Greg. You imbecile man. You waited. Just keep the checks coming. You ought to hear what Todd Rex said about him this morning. It was unrepeatable, certainly on the air. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, we got a mobile here in Hialeah.
Yes, sir. Here's a mobile in Hialeah. Hello.
How's it going?
Okay.
Listen, I got two things to say. First of all, the VMA Awards are ponderous, and I'm still retching and reeling over that disgusting display. I don't know who the hell was it that announced J-Lo, the Queen of Miami, but so be it.
I guess you forgot about me, huh?
And yeah, right. And another thing is, I'm just anxious to see little Brian Norcross losing his voice and gagging and
Oh, I hear you got a lot of experience on the last part of that. 567-0560. I just said it was kind of a gag reflex. Pound 560 on the AT&T
choked up over it.
And Verizon wireless line. Poor little Brian Norcross. Everybody picks on the weather fairy, but boy, when we get the real big blow come to town, then we need little Brian. Okay, you know what he says.
I wanted to give you the real thing here, Neil.
I'll pass. The hysteria, the hysteria specialist. Oh, there's Greg Reed with a very nice new suit, I might add. He must what? It's an old one.
Suit,
yeah, it looks a little moldy. I can still smell the mothballs.
And they did not boo the Kerry girls. They booed the Bush girls at the VMAs last night.
You're the only one who says that.
The way they introduced them, it sounded like they were. The people didn't know who they were, so they thought they were booing the Bush.
By the way, I got a great idea for you. You know what we can promote for Stern? We can promote, if you missed what he said the first time, turn to QM 20 seconds later, and then you can hear it. Yeah, well, no, you can't hear it because we'll probably dump it out, but that's okay. No, we're kicking ass, man. We're our own. There's Greg Reed looking like he really knows what the hell's going on, and that's a real joke. How panicky are you about Hurricane Francis? By the way, I'll be here through the week unless Francis starts coming real close. Then I might not be here one morning. I might be doing a show by long distance again. You know what I mean?
They have phones on the plane now, right?
I'm not going to get stuck here. I'll tell you that right now. If there's any place I don't want to get stuck, this is it. 98 people say, I'll wait and see where it's going, 98. There goes Greg. Nice to see you. Does he believe it? Oh, you ought to hear what Todd Rex said about you this morning, Greg. What me worry 25. He said you're an idiot. And anyway, I said that. I'm stocking up now, water, batteries, etc. 22. I'm going back under the bed 14. Brian Norcross has me in a total panic. 6, the Weather Fairy on Channel 4, CBS 4. And the shutters are up already, 4 out of 169 vote. Now, I could read the latest weather advisory. I checked it out on the thing from 9 o'clock this morning. But there's really not much point in doing it.
No,
because it's headed west at 8 miles an hour.
Right.
Which is barely moving.
Won't know, like Friday it'll be in the zone. It'll be
and
in
I
our
think
area.
the slower that it moves, isn't that the better for us because it lets that, or is that the worse for us?
No, it's more powerful, but...
No.
But
it's losing a little steam right now. It's reorganized.
Like if it moves slower...
Kind of like QAM's program lineup.
It can retain its power, but there's more predictability when it moves slower.
There is more Oh, you mean like Hurricane Charlie?
Yeah, you get more time to
Nice
react
job
to it.
on that, you weather guys. Nice. I realize that it's a tough job they got, and you can't tell more than, And they did have like a full day in advance. Those idiots in those mobile homes over there. All you trailer trash people out there, if this... No, seriously. It's not a good idea to be sticking around, okay? It's nice to be close to home, except when you're like in a real flimsy mobile home.
Tinfoil.
Yeah.
Tinfoil.
A little piece of aluminum foil that's surrounding you there with your little make-believe appliances. Probably when in doubt, get the hell out would be my suggestion.
Now, the weather people did say it was going to hit somebody somewhere.
Yeah,
on the West
they did say that. And didn't I tell you that Charlie was not coming here?
Right.
I don't think Francis is coming here anyway, but again, that's not based on any scientific fact.
No, tea leaves.
It's based on my tea room readings. I read in the tea room.
You're bunging.
I interrupted Duff was drilling more glory holes in there this morning. He's under a lot of stress, If you could see, I walk in here this morning, and sitting, and it's kind of like dark over it, on that side of the building there, and I look in that control room, and there's Robert Grieper looking like he's in a total state of panic with his talus wrapped around his neck and rubbing his titses together. Or maybe that was Duff was doing that. And there's Duff sitting with it, and he looks at me, and he doesn't want to be distracted too long because he's got his thumb on that button. I do want to say this. I'm in my car this morning. I'm on University Drive, which is all torn up, by the way. They're not doing anything there. They just got it torn up just for our inconvenience.
Florida way. And
I punch over 103.1 FM, The Buzz in Palm Beach, and there's Stern, loud, clear, mostly uncensored. And not that the show is for me. I don't want to go into that because we're ecstatic to have him. Not. Yeah, we are. We really are. But and then I punch over to us, and like I said, very seriously, 21 seconds later, that's a 777-second delay.
Sure.
21 seconds later, I heard them saying the same thing. Robin was screaming at Artie, "You're an alcoholic," or whatever she was saying.
Well, it's an added bonus.
Yeah, so in other words, if they come up with a line that great that you enjoyed it that much and you're listening on the Buzz, then you punch over to us and you hear it again. Get double laugh.
Right.
See, like there's the first one, and now there's another one.
It's like TiVo for your radio.
Right, exactly. Only it's a little muddy, and of course we'll probably bleep it if it was really that funny anyway.
Revo.
Yeah. Defo?
No.
Defo ain't coming here. If they bring that cornball loser back here, oh, God. The last thing we need is freaking Defo.
They were gonna until you opened up a big mouth.
Good. Thank God. Now, really?
I think.
Yeah.
That's just a theory.
Don't be your mouth at all. If the audience could have just seen that. No more of that bullcrap. Not when I'm here. See, I can't see it by a long distance, but I just saw that one right through the glass. Ass. So in other words, they were ready to bring that loser back, and then I opened up a mouth. They said, "Oh, maybe that's not a good idea." Well, first of all, if they were going to do that, they were going to screw over Hank. Remember that poll we took last week? The audience wants the humper. If
you mean the one that I tried to take, but it got yanked?
Right, the one that they came running and said, "Don't do it, you little peon." By the way, Greg still hates you.
I know.
Seriously, he still hates you.
I know.
So don't let him come in here and give you a big song and a dance and pat you on the back. I would smack him on the head. Or just repeat what Todd Drex said about him this morning. But at any rate, so they were going to put him on there with Mo. Well, that's unacceptable, okay? That is absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree?
Unbelievable.
No. Oh, we don't have the right one in there.
Unbelievable.
I'm not fast enough. Acceptable is what it is. We want the humper back. We don't need last year's cornball Steve Nickel jokes, okay? 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I mean, you know, it'd be a good idea, I would say, by like Wednesday on Francis.
Okay.
To keep your eye peeled and then start like going out and bring it. Well, when Hank supposedly is coming back on Wednesday. The big blowhard, as some would call it.
That was funny.
But we love Hank. But that's the rumor around the building, which means that maybe today and tomorrow might be somebody loses his momentum. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. We'll find out. And wouldn't it be apropos? And I'll get blamed for that based on what you just said.
Right. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Default will be right about that. Neil screwed me again, and I know he wanted Jeff Rimmer to have my job at IOD. I have never met a more delusional, paranoid loser than Default in my life. Loser. Paranoid. Insecure.
Yeah.
And with good reason. WQAM, hello. That would be like saying Greg Budell is paranoid. QAM, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Is this Neil?
Yes, ma'am.
Neil, we favor my friend really listens to what you say. He's 36 years old. He's registered to vote. He hates Bush. Will you let him know? Much appreciated if John Pastor played.
Let him know what?
Will you please tell John Pastor he's registered to vote? He hates Bush so much he's out of office.
Did you understand anything she said?
Bush out of office.
Okay, go vote, John. Whatever your name is, whoever you are. Oh, man. The power of Neil. You know what? Just fantastic. Such tremendous power I've got. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You suck.
Thank you. Well-known fact. WQAM, hello. I thought we just saw Freaky Carlos in here. He must have run back there fast to make that call. He's blowing on the old flute again. 5670560. Pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM.
Hey,
yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, does George get paid on how...
No, he doesn't. On how many jerks he talks to, yeah. WQAM, hello.
Neil, why don't you put George back on the show? You suck.
Okay, thanks. There's the boyfriend of the other one. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, did you watch the marathon last night where the runner got interrupted?
Oh, you mean yesterday afternoon when it happened, or you're talking about the replay when they grabbed the Brazilian guy off the...
Yeah, he was running along in the...
And what about it? What about it?
What about it?
Who gives a crap? Boring garbage, man. See, this is the thing. You can peddle any kind of crap to the public, and they'll sit there and they'll watch it.
What's it got to do with ass?
Exactly.
That's the only part we care
Let me
about.
ask you this. See, this is the problem now. Now we got to make the transition starting today. We got to get rid of your. I don't mean get rid of your people, but like I said, get rid of your people. Your Schmear the Queer crowd.
He wasn't one of my people.
What are you talking? Not this one. The previous two.
Oh.
We want George back. Neil said, "Hey, listen, you could have him back right now if they would pay me."
No.
Yes, absolutely, man. WQAM,
they would
hello.
pay me.
I don't
I
have the
want
need.
Joe Zagacki between 4 and 7. Oh my!
That wasn't mine.
That was one of yours. That was one of yours.
Run, yeah. No, you can have it.
WQAM, hello.
I know, so I want George back. You suck.
WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
George.
Yeah.
No.
An alien.
An alien?
He's an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know Francis is going to be coming over here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What flight is she coming on?
I'm sorry?
Me too. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? I'm calling from Cape Coral.
Well, that's your problem.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're talking about the hysteria. You should hear the hysteria over here.
Yeah, well, you don't need another one.
Yeah, it's real bad.
What are you laughing about? I don't get it.
Well, it's just that I'm listening to you over there with Norcross. You should hear the guys on the TV over here, the weather guys out here.
Yeah, but you guys just got a big blow there a couple of weeks ago. You just got Charlie, man. I can understand why people are in a total state of panic.
Yeah, but we'll see how this one does. But like you said, over here you call the TV station, you give them your area code or your zip code, and they tell you it's heading right towards you.
Yeah, it's heading toward your living room. That's what Brian said. Okay, thanks a lot, Pally, whatever you said, and I'm sorry that you have to be over there. What a sad Cape Coral. Can you imagine that? I hear they like oral in Cape Coral is what I'm hearing.
Well, I'll be right back.
How panicky are you about Hurricane Francis? And what's that movie now with the new movie that's coming out with the oral sex scene in it? You haven't read about that?
No.
Or heard about that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Although that's been done. Is that a revolutionary thing?
No, but it's like a, I don't know. Somebody out there will know. We just can't talk about it, though. Can we talk about it? 236 votes. I'll wait and see where the hurricane's really going, 138. What? Me worry, 33. I'm stocking up now, water, batteries, all of these things. So far, that's got...
About 30, man.
Brian Norcross has me in a total panic a dozen, and the shutters are up already, full. So I guess we can do the other break, and then we can start like the real show, because this is just filler, right?
You're listening to Neil Rogers, exclusively on 560 QAM.
Hey, it's Howard. Howard David.
Well, I don't own a car, my wagon's fine. I don't drink beer and I don't like wine. I don't have a girl, but this cow is mine. Thank God I'm an Amish boy. I grew a long beard and wear a fluffy hat. I can churn you some butter in a big old vat. You can't take my picture and that is that. Thank God I'm an Amish boy. I don't own a Walkman, TV, or computer, but my first cousin Zeb has a cool wooden scooter. I have a simple life that's full of joy. Thank God I'm an Amish boy.
I said it to my sister. I said it. I wonder if I'll be on American Idolist. And she said, know it. Know it.
Now I'm living in the city on a TV show, hearing lots of new phrases like crank ho. Don't have to go outside to go. Too weird for an Amish boy. Now I'm riding in a limo and doing lots of shopping, going to the beach instead of street shopping. Pushing till 3 and not stopping. Not bad for an Amish boy.
11:01 at 560 WQAM. Boy, this overhead thing, brutal.
Yeah.
Just
what are you
brutal.
Gonna do?
Not much. Just keep bitching about it. Here's a fax that says, maybe I'm the only one in town who does read the bedtime stories on your website. Now, we got a few. We got a couple. How many we got?
About 30, man.
It's my favorite part of NeilRogers.com. Now, the problem is I have to wait 30 seconds. Now, are we streaming, by the way? Did we get that up or not?
It's up. We're streaming.
It is. See, we can't stream the Stern Show because they've got the rights to this and that, and we can't do this, and we can't use his voice, and we can't mention his name, all this other crap. So, as a result, what we got on there is like dead air and
or filler
whistling sounds and Robert rubbing his tefillin against Duff's ass, and that's it. That's what that sound is, by the way. You've probably been wondering. So until we come on here, but how come we didn't get it on there? Did they forget to press the button again?
Not just that.
What? I don't want to hear about it. It says I have to wait 30 seconds for all those Olympic ass-pointing pictures and comics. Yeah, we got too many of them on there. With all due respect,
we'll be
great,
cleaning them up. And
when in doubt, let's take some out. There's too many on there to get to the stories. You're right. I noticed that. Not good. In fact, you know where it has the stats on the websites?
Mm-hmm.
We're listed as like slower than 92% of the other websites, which it doesn't bother me because all that means is we got all kinds of good stuff on there to look at.
Yeah.
Right. No, not so much traffic, but it just takes longer to download because we got so many good pictures on there, which generally speaking, most people spend a lot of time on the Internet, want to look at a lot of pictures, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what did I mention? I didn't mention what's her name. I'll get to it. What the hell did I do with that? Oh, no, are you kidding me? I already threw it out. That's how fast this show is moving.
What's her name?
I did the research on that.
Emily Lloyd?
Emily Lloyd.
You already said it.
I already read it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? My Alzheimer's is kicking in. That's from being back down here again. You're right, I did do it. I'm just in a panic because we have no idea what the hell to expect anymore. Please consider moving all that stuff to another page. Todd Schmidt's stealing those pictures anyway. Maybe you should just link to his website. No, thank you. See you at Publix. Grab your batteries before Sally Fitz does. How do you like that?
We do put the front page stuff on there when it's new, and then eventually it rotates out to another page.
Let's see. Here it says, I know how highly you regard Beasley Broadcasting, so I'm sending you this letter so you know how they treat small business owners who advertise on their stations and who get devastated by hurricanes. Uh-oh. I guess I better not read the name of the account. It's a letter to Brad and Bruce Beasley in Naples and Estero, Florida, not necessarily in that order. This firm represents the owner of the above-referenced restaurants. They have a contract with WXKB to do live remotes from so-and-so on Thursday and Saturday nights, respectively. Due to damage from Hurricane Charlie and the curfew imposed thereafter, neither nor have been able to host live remotes. It's just come to our attention that WXKB has already entered new contracts to do remotes from competing restaurants in the area, not subject to the curfew. WXKB has not asked for nor received a waiver to do remotes from other restaurants until or is available for the remotes, but instead entered into a contract for a term of 13 weeks, effectively terminating contract with the WXKB. It is unconscionable that an organization such as yours in the heart of the disaster area would seek to further damage a small business owner trying to recover from the hurricane. Therefore, we hereby request that you reaffirm your contract with and confirm as soon as SOA is available for most issues. How do you like that? Here's some poor guy Schlepp gets devastated by Hurricane Charlie, and these grave robbers are dancing on his grave, okay? All they're doing is standing there in the street corner with their hand out saying, next? Next?
Yeah.
They got some cash? We'll take it. Next? That's the Beasleys, man. Look at the humper, for those of you who've been out of town. Here's Hank Goldberg gets suspended, and we're not even supposed to talk about it. We're just supposed to pretend that a big fat guy like him just disappeared, vanished into thin air. Maybe somebody slathered him with vanishing cream. Huh?
That was vanished into fat air.
Yeah, he vanished into fat air, the fat man. He'll be back Wednesday. That's the rumor that I'm hearing. And somebody's going to be really PO'd about that.
Absolutely.
Too bad. Even though what I'm hearing around the building is he's become almost human now that he took that mousy muskrat and dumped that piece of crap.
It could be an act, but nevertheless.
It's an act.
It's a palpable change.
It's an act. 5670560. Trust me, it's an act. Even he would tell you. Pound 560 on the AT&T. Let's get thousands of phone calls on here in anticipation of that big blow on Friday. WQAM, hello.
Put the lotion in the basket.
WQAM, hello.
You're so fat, the back of your neck looks like a package of hot dogs.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Glad you're back. I need a travel tip, please. I know you like Canada.
This is another one of these deals about tell you a good restaurant in Amsterdam or a good hotel in Poughkeepsie. Forget about it.
No, sir.
Good.
I'm going to Canada for the first time. I'm going to Montreal.
Oh, well.
And
try that smoked meat.
Well, we're leaving Friday morning, fortunately, just before the panic really hits.
Right. Well, what do you mean before it really hits? If you're leaving Saturday morning, if Francis
Friday
hits...
morning.
Oh, Friday morning.
6 o'clock.
Oh, I think that's right when the storm's coming.
No. We're going to get that tailwind going.
You'll be there in about a half an hour.
But I've never been to that part of Canada before. I didn't know if you've been there before.
Yes.
They're just like excellent to try to do or see while we're there. That's all.
Eat a lot. The foods there are great. And then check out the underground in Montreal. They got this like miles of underground shops and crap. It's great.
That's what I heard. Okay, that's what I want to hear. And glad you're back.
Don't eat for about 3 days before you go because the food there is sensational. People are ugly and gross and nasty in French, but man, the food is great.
Well, we're going to speak Spanish to them. That'll really
good. That'll screw them up. Good. Good luck to you.
care.
Have a good time. Au revoir. Merci beaucoup.
Oui.
Now, Montreal is a pretty neat city. Now, why were you, nodding? Have you ever been there?
No, but I saw a movie that took place there with the underground and all that.
Oh, and look at this. Here's a diaphragm. Just released. South Florida's in the clear, maybe. And now, see, I'm not going to go on here saying these things. You people are such morons, man. Yeah, in fact, it wasn't just released. I saw this before the show started. I saw this 9 o'clock this morning on the Internet, schmuck, from NOAA.
Well, he ought to know.
He's still in the ark, just in case.
He ought to know what.
Yeah, and it's the projected potential 1 to 3 day tracking area, 4 to 5 day tracking, and it shows it going up past the Bahamas, blowing a couple of those bastards away, which is good. Wouldn't that be great? Then we can get gambling here.
All right,
grave robbers over there in the Bahamas. Bunch of lunatics. We got many people listening over there.
Yeah, man.
And we still hate them like poison. All you are is a bunch of grave robbers. You got crappy service, crappy food, and you rip off everybody that goes over there. All you want to do is rip off the Americans, gouge. When in doubt, gouge them out. And that's why we can't have gambling here, is because we got to protect Mickey Harrison and his horseball cruise ships, and we got to protect those grave robbers in the Bahamas. Well, screw you people, okay? Oh, and you know what I forgot to mention about that bitch that called on Thursday at the end of the show?
No, what?
The Greyhound racing lady, don't you remember that? The reason we wanted to defeat the pari-mutuel, the slot machines at the pari-mutuels, is because the dog racing people are counting on that to stay in business. So, in other words, let the education system in the state suffer and lose all those millions of dollars. Let the thoroughbred and harness racing and Highline and everybody else suffer because she wants to put the dog people out of business because the Greyhound racing is cruel. And I agree with her on a lot of that, what she says, but that's not the way to do it. If you want to put them out of business, do it based on what your the real issues are. But see, that's one thing about South Florida, man. Everybody here's got a reason why they're against. Well, whatever it is, fill in the blank. They're against that. They're against you name it.
I'm doing my part. I'm not going.
To what?
The Greyhound.
Me either. Neither's anybody else.
Well,
neither's anybody else.
That's it. That's all we can do.
And if she thinks that the slots are going to salvage that stuff, forget about it. Because if they have the slots, they're going to have it at Pompano, at Gulfstream, and Calder, and all of these things. And who the hell's going to go to the dog track? With all
they might have them there.
Old friend Ken Malden. How's Ken doing?
Just fine.
Good. Thank God. So anyway, it says maybe South Florida's in the clear because now the new projections is that it might go north. In fact, it looks to me like it's going right toward Jacksonville. Wouldn't that be great?
Yahoo.
Yeah. And maybe some of them mugwumps up in Duval County won't be able to vote. Well, speaking of voting, we got the primary tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Aren't you excited about that? Aren't you whipped up into a frenzy?
Medium excited.
No, I'm not. All I know is that the big election November 2. All I know is that it looks like Kerry's going to just hand it over on a platter. Say, here you go. 4 more years of fascism, Mr. Presidente.
They must be bought off, the Democrats.
You don't think they could be
in
just
on it.
inept?
That's possible, but I think they're in on it.
I mean, especially after Greg being in there just a little while ago, the word inept should be resounding through your brain.
You're listening to Neil Rogers exclusively on 560.
Brunch packing?
Absolutely.
Rectum.
Bye bye, tell me bye bye. Bye bye, tell me bye bye. Now you're the voice of the station Panthers for as long as the fans can stand you. Scream like all in your phone. No one around here is gonna miss you. Just that obnoxious little doo-doo out of you. For no will bye bye, tell me bye bye. Bye bye, tell me bye bye.
Now, what did you just say to me? I almost swore I heard you say, Howard says, welcome back. What did you just say?
Close. I said, Howie's
Oh,
says.
Howie's says. I thought you said
Welcome
Howard
back.
said.
Absolutely.
Welcome back. I thought that's what you said. We need some staples, by the way, for your crappy
Bacon
staples.
is on the way, yeah.
And my bacon is on the way. We love Howie's, man. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't be eating in here because I don't want to, pig out.
Right.
But
With
since
all the
I've been doing
stress,
so well and I'm
yeah.
so slim and trim, not really slim, but I mean, I'm like, got a little room,
Right.
little room in a shirt. Huh?
Little, not as fat.
For like a salami sandwich. Not as fat as usual, and certainly very slim compared to Fat Boy. And what's the deal with his hair? He looked like he was undergoing chemo or something?
Well, it's the cheeky new do now. Everybody's doing it.
Oh, he's got the Greg Reed haircut.
Yeah, the ultra short buzz.
The buzz? Did you say the Buzz 103.1 FM where you can hear the Howard Stern Show if you live in Central Broward up to Palm Beach County every day and a real clear signal and they don't dump out nearly as much?
You should pop in there and see the delay units.
I saw the unit. In fact, Duff was showing it to Robert when I walked by there this morning. Yeah. And it was kind of embarrassing, too. Multicolored, though.
It is.
Kind of like Jim. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Let's take a look at that QM lineup. Get out your pencil and your gigantic eraser. Mad Dog.
All right.
2 o'clock. Oh, and I heard him on Thursday. You know, as much as I love him, he's just, don't get it. You know? No, he was talking about the fact that he heard the word poontang in that bit that we played. I remember because I was debating whether we should play. The only reason we played it because we were talking about William Kennedy Smith.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. There is no such word.
Of course not.
And so then he started trying like other words, and I thought, you know, don't go there, sweetheart, don't go there, you know. But it's got nothing to do with like we're trying to like push the limits because we know better than that, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we sure do. It was just that I wasn't going to not play the bit because it says that word.
Right. It's a made-up word.
Right.
It means nothing.
It means, especially to me. It means less than nothing to me. So, Mad Dog, just calm down, relax. He'll be here at 2. Then at 4 for possibly his second to last show ever on QAM. It's Mo Howard Davided.
Absolutely.
Won't you be in tears about that? I don't know.
We'll have to have a going away party.
He's doing a show at Chula Steak 2 in Miami Lakes today for the suspended and still on vacation Humper Goldberg. 6:30, you got the Marlins on deck. Marlins at the Mets, the Red Hot Marlins, who are not making their move. They're making a big move now. And Eddie K after the baseball game. And in the morning, it's the best of Howard Sperm with a 21-second delay. And of course, sounds going through a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to test it out. I'm going to put on the buzz. I'm going to get a buzz on when I leave the house, and I'm going to listen and see how far south I can hear it. Now this morning I listened just to see how it sounded on University Drive. I would say like at about Peters Road, clear as a bell, loud, fine, excellent FM fidelity. No, then I punched over to us, and then I heard the same thing again, which quite frankly I didn't want to hear it the first time, and I heard 21 seconds later. I thought, God, this is like not just like 7 seconds later. This is 21 seconds. A triple delay whammy is what we got on the Stern Show. But it's going to be giant, isn't it? It's going to be huge.
In the morning.
It is going to be monstrous.
It's going to be before this show.
Oh God, it's going to be something. Because if it's not, Greg, he may have made his last mistake. If this one blows up in his face, this could be. He may have pushed that gigantic horseshoe right through the intestine, through the colon.
Bigger than Jeff High.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You'll see.
So that haircut is the new in thing now.
Oh, haven't you seen it around?
Luis Miguel haircut. That's a fag haircut.
Oh, is it?
Believe me,
I
know.
didn't get the memo.
Take the muskrat off Luis's thing there. This will make you very upset. Florida GOP leaders push for Jeb in 2008. How do you like that?
Oh, my God.
If you ask Florida's Republican leaders about the future of their party, many have a one-word response. It typically comes with the same exclamation point that adorns red bumper stickers across the state. Jeb! Exclamation point. Is this unbelievable or what?
Oh, it's believable.
Am I sleeping? Am I dreaming? While most of this year's delegates to the Republican convention say they're focused on the re-election of W as president, many already are thinking ahead to 2008 and the possibility of keeping a Bush in the White House for 16 straight years. Well, if we would have had Hillary succeed Bubba, we could have had, well, some Republicans and plenty of Democrats scoff at the idea of the political dynasty, but supporters say Governor Fat-Ass Bush's success with the economy, education, and other key issues, education would make him a strong enough candidate to overcome any backlash. Or is that, I think what they're trying to say, blacklash is what they're really meaning. Because you dark folks out there, you better quit voting, man. It's bad for the Bushes. We fought the American Revolution not to have a monarchy, but I think each of these brothers has a public track record of success, and Jeb Bush certainly has demonstrated leadership here in Florida under very trying times, said Tram Hudson, the GOP chairman in Sarasota County, where they never met a Democrat they didn't want to, lynch. One person staying out of the debate is Jeb himself, who recently announced that work-related to Hurricane Charlie will keep him in Florida the week the party anoints his brother the nominee. Well, he's busy working with Catherine Harris again.
Yeah, they're working on it.
They're working on those new voting machines, you know?
Right. Other devious
They're getting ready for November 2nd. They got their devious plans all in. Oh, and the story we had on the website about Teresa Lepore. Remember? Yeah. Oh, geez, that thing I read last week about the absentee ballots in Palm Beach County and the broken arrow. How can she still have a job? And guess who's running for re-election tomorrow? Who running to get her job back? Miriam Elephant is running again.
Yeah.
What is with this place, man? You can go away from here for 20 years and you come back and it's the same outdoor septic tank, man. You can smell it even when your plane is still in the air. You can, what's that? Oh, man. There must be Miami. God. So what was he saying? They were booing what? Was Greg trying to tell us they were booing what?
That they thought there was a mix-up about who was who, and they thought they were introducing the Bush twins, so the audience thought they were booing the Bush twins.
How does he know that?
Because he was there, I guess.
Oh. Well, Greg knows those Bush twins, I'll tell you that. More than a third of Florida Republican delegates who responded to a survey by AP said they favored Jeb Bush as their party's presidential candidate in 2008. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani was the second choice, but drew only a few votes from the 112 delegates. Nearly half of those surveyed made no predictions, saying instead they're working to make sure that the governor's older brother keeps the White House through 2008 before looking into the next race. Yada, yada. Fat-ass Jeb Bush. What a piece of crap, man. I guess this state loves crap.
Yeah, would explain a lot.
God, how is that possible? How did he get reelected? And again, I guess the Democrats pulling defeat from the jaws of victory.
I think they're in on it.
As only they can do. I think the fix is in. And Ralph Nader goes to Vegas and said gambling is evil for a bunch of suckers. It's so great to be Canadian, eh? Maybe instead of that regular, we'll get some of that good pea meal bacon.
Pea meal?
Did you ever have pea meal bacon?
I don't even know what that is.
It's Canadian, eh?
Like the back bacon?
It's like ham.
Back bacon. Sure, it is good.
Yeah, it's like back biting.
Never heard it called that.
WQAM, hello.
Good morning, Reverend Charles Cup.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, would you deliver a message for Neil?
Maybe.
I'm driving by the University of Miami. He's just discussing it. I can pick up 103.1 very clearly here on US 1.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are we in trouble or what?
Well, I don't know, but he's saying he was going to find out how far south he could hear it in the morning. So tell him I'm already beyond the University of Miami, and I can hear it clearly.
Thanks for the bad news, man.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, Neil.
I hear that they're down past the U of M down there, where the Phantom campus of a Phantom University is, and they can hear 103.1. Wouldn't that be something if this turns out to be una bomba grande?
Because don't go promoting that too heavily now.
Well, 103.1 The Buzz and the Howard Stern Show on without so many dumps and really clear and crystal clear on FM.
They'd rather hear it on AM.
They'd rather hear it right here on QM because we love WQAM and what they've done to everybody here, don't we?
Yeah.
The way they're screwing over everybody. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
To spice up afternoons, they should...
what do you mean to spice up afternoons?
Well, until Hank gets back, they should slip Howard David the big
Oh! Now, I notice you don't have... See, your 360 here is really deficient.
Okay. Sorry.
What?
It's not updated.
Well, no, it's not updated. It's not have any of the good stuff in there. For example, you don't have...
Rock solid.
I got that in mine.
Right.
Rock solid. Rock solid.
See, because you can only... When you have it in here, you can do the roll the R's, you know? As only the Big O can do, roll those R's. How's that poll coming on NeilRogers.com? He's rolling a big fat one is what I'm hearing, the Big O. You never heard his show?
No, I haven't.
Good.
Why would I?
Why would anybody? How panicky are you about Hurricane Francis coming this weekend, maybe to South Florida, maybe somewhere, maybe Daytona, maybe Jacksonville, maybe the Carolinas again? Boy, they sure get it, you know what?
Yeah.
We're coming down yesterday, and we're flying and start getting a little choppy on the plane, and the pilot comes on and says, what's the tropical storm begin with an E and F, E? No, E, seriously, whatever it was. We're just going through a little choppiness. It's as a result of tropical storm, whatever it was. And that's over the Carolinas. They get so much crap. Sure. If I was you, I'd better check if that house of yours is still up there.
Oh, it is. It's tucked away in the
How do you know that?
It's in a ridge.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing going to happen to
Ruby
that.
Ridge?
Close enough.
300, Riva Ridge, 361 votes. How's Riva doing, by the way? How panicky are you about all of this crap? Because they're sure trying. Brian Norcross is doing his dangdest to get you whipped up into a frenzy and going out there and buying all kinds of crap that you won't be able to return, by the way. I'll wait and see where it's really going, 228. What, me worry? 47. I'm stocking up now. Water, batteries, all of these things, 41. That's not on here either, is it? No.
All of these things?
Yeah,
it is.
It is?
It's just not on yours. You tell me what you want on there and I'll reconfigure yours. You've got yours up there that you've changed for years
forget
now.
about it. What are you talking about? I got all these changes that I made last time, like that's on there.
All right.
And I
have no right.
Yeah. And
all of these things are in the machine. It's on there. It's on mine.
And don't forget. Now, what is that? 103.1 the Buzz? I'm going under the bed 21. Brian Norcross has me in a total panic 18, and the shutters are up already 6.
The Howard Stern Show. Neil Rogers, mornings and middays. Oh, my God. And sports around the clock. 560 WQAM.
I engaged in an adult consensual affair with another man, which violates my bonds of matrimony. At a point in every person's life, one has to look deeply into the mirror of one's soul and decide one's unique truth in the world. And so my truth is that I am a gay American.
Rectum.
Jim is gay, and his partner wanted a big payday. And so the governor was forced to say that he couldn't stay 'cause he went that way.
Banging.
I don't care who's taking off the greasy's underwear. It's not our business if he uses hair or mooses his hair or listens to Cher. I don't mind that the gum likes guys, even though it's kind of a surprise. I didn't think he had to resign. Why can't he just pay a fine? Jim likes men.
Howard from Boca.
He'd rather be with Ben Affleck than Jim. It's no one's business that he dips his pen. Michael, when I just say again,
I'm listening.
I don't care who's taking off McGreevy's underwear. It's not our business if he uses snare or loses his hair or listens to share.
11:33. Boy, this is going fast today, I'll tell you that. What time we started? About 20 minutes ago?
No, hours
It
ago.
seems like it. No, it seems like I just
500
sat
hours
down.
ago.
Who's the beaded curtain today? So, anyway.
Floyd Kramer.
It must have been that Todd Drek conversation this morning. Man, did he rip Greg an ass or what? But the rumor I'm hearing is that the buzz from Palm Beach 103.1 FM is coming in clear all the way down like in Kendall.
That's the buzz.
That's the buzz around town. Oh, man. In fact, maybe that's why Jeff High had a buzz cut. Yeah. Maybe that's why Greg has got that buzz cut. Well, if you listen to the buzz, put us down, okay? I don't want to tell people to lie, but, I mean, wouldn't that be a shame if we went through all that trouble and all this grief and, you know...
That would be tragic.
Put the license out there on the line, and then all of a sudden we find out that, oh, well, guess what? There's another station that doesn't dump out nearly as much, and for whatever reason, it sounds like clear as a bell. Although Muff was telling me this morning, she said that over where he lives in Fort Lauderdale on the beach, all the way down here, can't hear the buzz. So I guess you have to be like...
Maybe it's an east-west thing, not a north-south
Oh, yeah, like the Gables there is. I mean, by UM is really way out west, isn't it?
Sure. Well, it's western.
Oh, God. You got to turn over to FM to try to get 103.1, Duff. That's the problem. He's a little confused. Speaking of confused, now CNN pretends to have the real story about who got booed at the MTV Video Music Awards last night. The VMAs, excuse me. What are you watching? VM, eh? Reaching out to young Americans at MTV's Video Music Awards last night, the daughters of President Bush and his Democratic challenger John Kerry were met by loud cheers and jeers. The both of them. All four of them.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Kerry's daughters are just grotesque.
Yeah.
They're almost as mean as Howard Dean's wife. It's unclear exactly whom the cheers and the boos were meant for or why. Now, that's interesting. See, now I think they're getting to they got their thumb on it. Maybe, you know what? I think they were booing Carson Daly.
There you go.
They were booing. That makes sense to me. They began immediately after radio and MTV Schmuck. Carson Daly introduced from New York, Barbara and Jenna Bush, and here in Miami, Vanessa and Alexander Kerry. The Munster daughters. The Kerry daughters were at the event at the American Airlines Arena. The Bush daughters appeared in a pre-recorded video. They were busy partying. My sister and I are thrilled to be here tonight with you all in Florida, said Vanessa Kerry, to get this chance to suggest that you get involved in this election and vote, and hopefully that you vote for your father. MTV cameras showed some audience members apparently giving the women a standing ovation, but the mixture of boos and cheers continued. Alexander, see, if they wouldn't let any of your people in there, they would have given them a standing ovation.
See.
But they let some of your beaners in there. Speaking of beaners.
Yeah. I got to go get the food.
Oh, the food's out there. Howie's is here with our food. Maybe there's some beans in there. Maybe we got some good refried beans with our bacon. Alexandra Kerry added that millions of young Americans can help determine the November election, but we appreciate that in our democracy, people are free to feel differently about who they vote for. She probably should have mentioned that it would be nice if they counted the ones for Kerry in Florida, but they probably won't. The Kerry daughters then turned around to watch, along with the MTV audience, the video of the Bush daughters. Hey, Alexandra and Vanessa, and hey to everyone at the VMAs, said Barbara Bush. Jenna and I really wish we could be there, but we're in New York this week to support our dad, and as you might have guessed, we want to suggest that you vote for him in November. Jenna Bush said we can all agree on the importance of voting. MTV broadcast turned down sounds of the audience during the playing of the video, but the vocal audience could still be heard. The Bush twins are 22, Vanessa's 27, Alexander, who cares? Well, here's our bacon, thanks to our good friends at Howie's. It says the boos seemed to die down and cheers took their place toward the end of the segment when the Kerry daughters took back the floor and encouraged people to support victims of Hurricane Charlie, which devastated portions of Florida earlier this month. Speaking to CNN afterward, Vanessa Kerry said the booing had scared her, but added that we're fighting for something so strongly I'll go up there and hear the whole arena boo if it means connecting with one person. She also said it was surreal to appear at the VMAs, known for having one of the most energetic and responsive crowds of any award show. In other words, people under the age of 100 who are all stoned off their ass, is what they're trying to say. Right?
Right.
And especially, not in Miami, though. Let's see, look. Oh, look at this. This one says God on it. They must mean...
Oh, God.
Man. God, is this good.
Too much? I just ordered two orders.
No,
All right.
2 orders of bacon is just perfect. Ought to have like wild diarrhea by about 12:45, and then you can finish the show for all
Yeah,
your
right.
smear the queer guys out there.
You suck
for that crowd. Yeah, for Howard's people.
Oh,
Well, we
please.
got, I'm not sure which Howard we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
567-0560. Better get a lot of calls in here today because I want to, kind of like connect with the audience again. I didn't see Tom Jickle with any column in the paper today. Did you? No.
No, well, I don't look so.
Why not? You don't read the Scum Sentinel?
No, it gets my
Can I
fingers
say that?
dirty.
Oh, and now let me say this to
As long as
you.
you don't say bag afterwards.
Ah, that must be it. Now, we have a bit called, what is it called? Hidden Valley Douche?
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Now, how come we can say that? I guess you just had your thumb on it. You can say anything you want as long as you don't say bag after it.
Right, unless it's a shack bag.
They say, let's have a cup of tea, but you can't say tea bag.
No way.
I see. Jose. WQAM, hello.
George sucks.
Okay, thanks for the good news. I didn't realize he was that busy. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Get between Stern and...
Oh, yeah. WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I just wanted to weigh in on the 103.1. I live in West Boca, and I can barely get it there. My son's at U of M. That 103.1 down there is coming out of Kendall.
It's coming out of Kendall, so what does that mean?
It's a classic rock station.
So, in other words, it's the 103.1 the guy's hearing down there is not the one that Stern is on?
No.
Oh, that guy's a bozo, that guy that sounded like such an intellect,
Yes, well, he's
full of
like
it.
must be in a different area.
Nah, I think I know where it is.
Rectum.
Okay, thanks a lot, Pally. So you see, 103.1 down there by UM is not the buzz, okay? So that guy who sounded very authoritative, remember the one who thought he was
Of
talking
course,
to you? So
sure.
obviously he's an idiot. No, I mean, he didn't even know who he was talking to, and I made it very clear. He's still, be sure and tell Neil. Not the same station. Probably from the Keys or something, wouldn't you think?
I guess. Never heard of it.
Well,
the other buzz.
Maybe Muff Lindsay or Clarence Darrow in there while they're busy, since they're supposed to be the radio mavens. Maybe they could look it up, like in, what is that thing I haven't looked at in years? It's got all the stations. What the hell do they call that book?
I don't know.
The good book.
Cookbook.
The radio book. And find out what the hell that thing is. It's not the buzz. Oh, thank God for that, or otherwise we're done.
You're listening to Neil Rogers. Exclusively on 560 QAM.
I urge everyone to complain to this station.
Martha, I can't get up.
What do you mean?
Well, the older I'm getting, the tougher it is to climb out of bed and start the day.
George doesn't know it, but this morning he's getting Prune Tang, a brand new breakfast drink that'll get him up and active before he knows it.
Here, honey, drink this.
Not bad. Tastes like cranberry juice and tuna. I'm feeling good. I feel like I could move a mountain. Come here, you little muffin.
Oh, George.
Don't let age get you down. Try the new breakfast drink sweeping the rest homes of America. New Prune Tang. Prune Tang. At stores everywhere.
11:45. So anyway, the big... Oh! You can't spell moron without... Oh! A couple of times, So he's evidently thinks that he's a big superstar now because of the
rock solid
bit, which he doesn't realize that we're all making fun of how
rock solid
ridiculous that thing is, and that spot that we just played. So the rumor that I'm hearing from the people at Howie's is that he decided that it was such a big hit because we were all playing
rock solid.
He went to the client personally and tried to get more money for himself for doing the spot.
Rock solid.
And almost blew the account is what I'm hearing, so to speak.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. Maybe that would have worked better.
Rock solid.
Huh? Just quit with the ego crap, okay, Big O? Just kiss the ground that they let you on the air, that they got a tin ear in his place, and that they have no idea who really belongs on the air and who doesn't. To give you an idea, there's an example for you. There's a classic example. Oh, I wish I would have had the tape rolling when that Todd Dreck was in here this morning. Half an hour coming in here to lick my ass as a prelude again of trying to suck up for me to do an account that I won't do. This sales department man, the best. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT. Did they come in here and tell us what 103.1 FM is from Key West or wherever it's from?
No.
No. What the hell are they doing beside maybe each other in there? WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, pal? Glad that you're back.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I can't stand Stern.
Yeah.
Second of all, I love the fact that Hank is gone.
because I can't stand him.
No, you can't stand anybody.
No.
And guess what? We can't stand you either. 5670560. You can't stand us. See, you know what really gets me about these people? What have I said before? You like a show? Tune it in, listen to it, enjoy it. You don't like it? There's 80 million other radio stations. There's CDs. There's cassettes. There's pop-up toasters. There's
all the rest of us do that.
All of these other things, yeah. Very simple. But you're typical South Floridian. You don't like anything. Just like that dog track bitch.
Right.
Everybody here has got some reason why they're against. You name it. Just fill in the blank.
Well, I'm against those people.
Yeah, if it's a nice sunny day and not too hot, not too humid. Oh, I'm against that. That's bad for tourism. People come here for the heat. Now that we got Shaq. 5670560. Don't send in that money for the Panthers, okay? I'm telling you right now. Well, what are you laughing about? Well, listen to me. Suppose you went online, and I'll give you an example. Remember, I ordered a pair of these great New Balance shoes online?
Yes.
And then I got, thanks to my friends at Brandy's, by the way, for the pair that I got waiting for me right here that I got in my hand. And suppose I went on there and they took the money, but there was a note on there. It said, give us your credit card number, and we'll take the money, we'll charge it, but we don't have the shoes. Now, maybe in 6 months we might have them. Maybe in a year. Maybe in a couple of years. We don't know. Would you buy them?
No.
Would you hand them the money over so they could hold it, feel it, squeeze it, fondle it, and put it in the bank and make some interest on it? Probably not. Nah. So how can any of these NHL teams in good conscience be selling season tickets? It's like a bait and swish is what it sounds like to me. God, so many stupid people in so little time. If we could just figure out how to exploit it. Oh, we already have? WQAM, hello.
George is
You're right, okay, good. I thought he said George is positively sensational.
That's what I thought he was going to say.
WQAM, hello.
And yes, I love everybody.
What is it?
I love everybody. I don't know why everybody has to have all the hate.
I know.
I think the Stern show is...
Yeah, Reverend Jones. Oh, it took me about 2. He had like a...
he was putting on a Jamaican voice.
He had a muff on it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. WQAM, hello.
It was Drew Michaels still sleeping when you left him this morning.
Oh, the same crap. This guy, how many years has that been, huh? How many years since we heard from him?
About 30, man.
That was just as entertaining then. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil, how are you?
Okay.
I have to apologize. That was me that called earlier, and my other phone was ringing, and I was all verklempt, and I didn't know which phone to grab, and that's why you heard my phone ringing earlier. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the only thing, the good thing about worrying about hurricanes is it takes your mind off what's going on with this election, you know?
Is that it?
Well, no. I mean, I remember back when Hurricane Andrew came, and Brian Norcross was hunkered down in a bunker, and the best thing that happened there was we lost power. I didn't have to look at him for 12 days.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT. Yeah, Hurricane Andrew, that was really funny stuff, huh? Yeah.
I'm still laughing about it.
Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You know what I think would be so great about Hammer getting replaced by Mo is the fact that it'll feel like another Dolphin game when they do the crossover at 3:58 p.m.
Yeah.
It'll feel like a crossover like you had the Dolphin games, even though the Dolphins suck this year.
5670560, pound 5. This is the best
bacon that you've ever had today.
It is. And the calls, too. No, I was going to say that. I'm glad you mentioned that. This is the best bacon in the world at Howie's.
Oh, you look like you're enjoying it.
I am. It is so crispy, man.
Yeah.
How do they do that? It just about
They
falls
got
apart.
it down. And I'll tell you another thing. They got these Cuban sandwiches down, even though they're
They
gringos.
got the Cubans down? Good.
Yeah,
Keep them
I'm
down
having an
until
8-inch
after
Cuban.
Election Day.
They're great.
Except for Miguel. He's voting for Kerry. That should tell you a lot.
He's taking a lot of heat. We've been talking about it.
Is he really?
From his family.
Well, screw them.
From La Familia.
Okay.
Si.
Screw La Familia, okay? In fact, lock them in a lockbox till November 3rd, all right? I'm telling you right now, that's the only way we got a
No.
chance. And all you dark folks out there, you better vote a whole bunch of times.
About 30, man.
So that one might get counted.
They're letting all the Cubans vote twice.
That's what I heard, especially if they're old and look like your mother.
And dead.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, this is Sonny Fox, and I think the Huffers...
Oh, man, Sonny. I know you've had a rough life, Sonny, but what happened to that voice? Oh. Woo! WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
You're so silly. I want to talk about you. Hello?
Yeah.
Are you laughing because of my voice?
No, not me.
Neil.
You sound okay. You
Neil,
sound just like Ron.
You're so silly, Neil.
Yeah?
You know, every time I come on, you laugh at me. You're so silly.
Yeah.
You silly geese.
Okay. Oh, I am so glad to be back here.
Oh.
Yeah, this is where it's at.
Yeah, all of it.
And if they ever find it. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
They'll eradicate it. Yes, sir.
What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Not bad. Great to have you back, man. Great to hear you again.
Uh-huh.
George, I love you.
Yeah, you're
But
okay,
it's great
George.
To hear you, Neil. But it's great to hear you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, can I ask you about a bit? Don't shoot me.
Go ahead.
All right. Back a long time ago, man. It wasn't that long ago, but...
Yeah.
All right. You did a Cats in the Kettle at the Peking Moon, man. I want to hear that. I went on your website, looked for it, I couldn't find it anywhere.
Good.
Cats in the Kettle?
Yeah.
I got Cats in Crisco. That's not the one he's talking about.
No. The Cats in the Kettle in the Peking
we know the one.
Moon.
What's that called? Huh?
That was rock comedy, wasn't it?
No.
No, I know. It's in here somewhere.
We'll figure it out, man.
All right.
Get out of here.
It's in here. I know where it is.
Where is it?
On a disc somewhere.
Okay, we'll find it. We'll flip it all around. Boy, that freaky Carlos, what was she doing in here? Get lost. Go away. Go down to Hall of Power. So what were you telling me about Schvo Griffin is about 450 pounds now?
Yeah, she's on. I'll flip it on. She's a correspondent for.
She's on the Atkins
Good Day Live. Have you ever seen that?
She's eating all the carb-loaded stuff.
Yeah, and she's twice the size as when you last saw her. Easily.
A giant in the radio industry.
Almost
Schvo
completely
Griffin.
round.
Heard she eloped with Joe Costello. Don't forget, join the Crow today, 5 to 7 at the Mega Liquor Store, located at 14657 Southwest 56th Street in Miami. Stop by to spin the QM Veal for prizes. That's with the Crow today at Mega Liquor Store, 147th Avenue Miller Drive. And if he don't smell better than anybody you've ever smelled, probably a little bit too good. Maybe he'll even loan you some of that cashmere bouquet to smear on your
rectum, rub up on him, and you can smell that way too.
There you go. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, I can do a way better Sonny Fox. You've seen Ron Hersey anywhere?
WQAM, hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
The name of the movie with the oral scene?
I beg your pardon?
The you were asking earlier.
The what?
The new movie with the oral scene.
Right, what is it?
Brown Bunny.
That's it.
And it has, George would know, it's called, Vincent Gallo and Chloe Sevigny.
Okay.
Those are the people in it. And
But even George would know. He didn't even know about this scene. He didn't even
No,
hear
but I
about
know
this
those
movie.
people.
Well, yeah, but you
But
haven't
you
heard
know
about
the
this movie. This is big stuff.
Neil, can you do me a favor?
Maybe.
Can you play that Crow thing with the hernia, with the weightlifter?
Crow thing with a weightlifter?
You have it up there. You didn't give it to us.
What is that? Oh,
That
no, I
thing, that
can't.
clip.
I'm not doing that until I get
Have to
back.
wait a
Next
week.
Next week. You have to wait a week, man. I don't want to overdo that. It's like with everything else. Oh, can you
was
play
great.
the Tenders? It is great. I mean, I heard that, and I just immediately reached over and started that cassette. I thought, this has got to be saved for posterity. Because only the Crow could come up with some heavy... even the Bushmeister ain't in his league, you know, when it comes to some of them words.
That's where you see some arm problems.
Right. 5670560, pound 560. You think Tom Jicka got kidnapped or something? Got hijacked?
And he doesn't write radio anymore.
Speaking of hijacking, after the break... No, listen. After the break... that story, how come I didn't mention this earlier? Well, because nobody was
About the
listening.
Russians?
They're waiting for us to come in. No, not about the Russians.
Oh, the other one. The other one.
Planes with a Chechen terrorist. I mean, what kind of a moron did you have to be to not know that was terrorism?
Yeah, the Russians anyway.
But the plane that crashed in November of 2001, just a couple months after 9/11, in Queens, we all remember that, American Airlines jet, and, oh, no, that's just an accident. It's just a coincidence. There ain't no coincidences.
It's on and the hammer. What a powerhouse plug. 560 QAM.
Mark Morgan, it's the 12 to 1 hour on QAM.
Did you ever think when you eat Chinese, it ain't pork or chicken but a fat Siamese? Yet the food tastes great so you don't complain. But that's not chicken in your chicken chow mein. Seems to me I ordered sweet and sour pork, but Garfield's on my fork. He's furring here on my fork. There's a cat in the kettle at the Peking Moon, the place that I eat every day at noon. They can feed your cat and you'll never know. Once they wrap it up in dough, boys, they fry it real crisp in dough.
This is such and says, who gives a good crap?
Shaolin asked if I wanted more as he was dialing up his buddy at the old pet store. I said, not today, I lost my appetite. There's 2 cats in my belly and they want to fight. I was sucking on a roll-it and a Tums or 2 when I swear I heard it mew.
Where's my
and that is when I knew. There's a cat in the kettle at the Peking moon. Think I gotta stop eating there at noon. They say that it's beef or fish or pork, but it's purring there on my fork. There's a hairball on my fork.
That's poppycock.
By the way, do you ever have poppycock?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm quite fond of it.
And they got the new one. It's just nuts.
Yeah, I've had that. Poppycock nuts. Have a big can of it at home.
I wonder if them British rowers could use that. Sounds like 12:02 at 560. So there you go, Pally. Your request immediately, if not sooner. We had to get a whole cast of thousands of people in here to find that
Search
damn
party.
thing. Search party. Grabbing and groping for it, and we found it.
Hot party.
Yeah. Here's that poll, NeilRogers.com. Don't forget, we got what's her name on there today?
Emily Lloyd.
Emily Lloyd. With 1 L.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, with 1 L. How panicky are you about Hurricane Francis? 507 votes. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because the show started almost on time today. What?
Right. Took a lot of people by surprise, too.
Yeah.
Like us.
Right. No, we figured around. What time is it going to get done? Oh, Pennsylvania, look at that new poll. Bush 47, Kerry 47, Nader 2. He was ahead. Kerry was ahead by 4 points in Pennsylvania. He's slipping, man. Wisconsin, Bush 48, Kerry 45, Nader 4. The old toad who says gambling's evil in Vegas. Oh, this is scary. Iowa, Kerry 51, Bush 45, Nader 2. Wow. How do you like that?
Nader.
I'm waiting to see CNN's flipping these here. Come on, let's see some more good crap. Florida, this is the one that was in the Herald this morning. Bush 48, Kerry 46, Nader 2. You stubborn bastards, you. Oh, there's that Wolf Blitzkrieg.
7 votes.
He's the Antichrist. You hear how many? What did he just say? Bush is going to get
7 votes.
He's voting 5 times. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Crank call, yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Neil.
Speaking.
Oh, I'm on the air?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You suck.
Okay, like I said, briefly. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. I'm gagging on his bacon now. You don't think Howie's is going to kill me
That's
again?
supposed to inhale it.
That's what I'm doing.
Quite close.
WQAM, hello.
Hi.
WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
It's Punta Gorda, damn it.
Oh, no. Yeah, Punta Gorda. I don't think we can say that anymore.
No.
WQAM, hello.
Joyce has her way.
QAM.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How can you believe these people from the weather? I mean, 2 weeks ago at 3 when Charlie, it's going to Tampa, and wham!
Yeah.
Almost like whammy, you know?
Right over there in Punta Gorda.
Hey, but how can you believe these people when it's amazing? And Channel 7, did you see Channel 7 this morning?
No.
They were at Home Depot showing Home Depot. And I'm telling myself, well, why can't they be at Lowe's or at Pepito's hardware store or someplace else?
Yeah, that's a good point. I say screw Home Depot, don't you? That's what I say. Who the hell needs them? How about Lindsley Lumber? Aren't they out of business?
I think they might be. Haven't heard from them in a long time.
There was one over by Ma over there on Sterling Road.
Haven't seen them in ages.
They're gone, and so is she. 567-0560, pound 560. I'm selling that condo, by the way. Anybody want to buy it? No?
No.
Yeah, you can buy it for your Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, then she can be real close. She can be right up the street in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty.
Been there, done that.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
Okay, how you doing?
All right. Tropical Storm Gaston was the one that just dumped on South
Gaston.
Carolina.
I passed on Gaston, as a matter of fact. That's the one that we just flew over yesterday, right?
Yep. I live up in Daytona. I just got done cleaning up the yard for 2 weeks, so I can't even bear to turn on the TV. I don't need to be working on the weekends all the time.
I don't blame you.
So.
Whatever that means.
Hey, I also got sucked into some hysteria. I went and saw that Blue Water with the shark. You know what I'm talking about, that new movie? Open Water, I'm sorry.
Open legs?
Open
Open legs in blue water?
Just like the picture. 2 people sitting in the water and you're staring at them for an hour and a half on
I'll
the
be
movie
damned.
screen.
Well, it depends on who they are, I guess. 5670560. Sounds like one of them Olympic events. Water sitting. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, that's going to be next time. Water sitting,
Floating.
man. Oh,
Olympic floating.
Them Greeks are good at that. They like floating upside down. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, I got a poll for you.
Yeah.
Hello, for Howard Stern. How many gay men would have anal sex with Howard Stern?
Oh, great. That's perfect. WQAM, hello.
Punta Gorda means you've got a little bit...
Okay, good. WQAM, hello.
Good morning,
We don't
Neil.
need
How
any
are you?
translations here, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, I thought that I was on the air. I'm sorry.
You are.
I am. Terrific. This is Marky G. How are you?
It's who?
You're going, who the hell is Marky G? First of all, I'm a long-time listener, way back since your KT.
Yeah, but why do we need a name? We don't do names. If you're a long-time listener, you should be well aware of the fact that we despise doing names.
Never do it again. I'm
Done.
sorry. Hey, we got a lot to do in this election, and I'd like to ask you a favor on the air. I don't know if you know I do the gay radio show on
No, I don't.
one of your sister stations.
No, and that's what you're doing, calling the show to
Keep
promote
sending
it.
faxes over.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get us to
On one of
promote
our,
his
on one
show
of our
on a
sister
competitor.
radio stations, we don't have any. The only sister stations we got are Kiss and Power.
He's
They
a
don't have any gay
competitor.
shows.
He's on one of the Cox stations.
Right.
on
You
Party
want me
Radio.
to promote some Cox broadcasting
A
station?
gay radio show on Cox.
I'll be damned. Well, what else do they talk about? 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Isn't that something? People that want to use this very widely
Keep
listened
sending
to show
faxes.
who keep thinking that you're going to use. I don't give a crap if you're a fag, if you're a transvestite. What do I care? God. We got a screamer out at the front desk here, man. If I never saw that thing again, it would be the happiest thing in my life.
Weird beard.
God. Oh, brother. In fact, quite frankly, I've seen enough fags for this year. How many votes we got on that poll? 539. Boy, pretty impressive total. Goes to show when we start on time, there's a lot of interest out there. When we don't start on time, people that don't like Stern are sitting out there thinking, when is Neil coming on already? When the hell does that show start? What's be happening here? Not to mention, the people who do like Stern don't even know he's on the station yet.
Stern's on the station?
I bet you there's going to be a gigantic campaign. I bet you that Greg's going to have Miguel walking up and down Lincoln Road Mall with a sandwich board.
And a bell.
And a little ring that bell, yeah. By the way, did you see those awards last night?
No.
Oh, brother. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, how come every time you guys are going to talk about something about that airplane that crashed in November or whatever?
Oh, yeah, okay, thanks. He reminded me. Okay.
Right. How come every time you're going to talk about that, you don't?
Every time we do it, then we're going to do a break.
South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. We're going to California and Texas and New York. We're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House. Yeah!
That's poppycock.
Just nuts.
Don't like all the heartburn. Every time I see that retarded dimwit on my TV. He's President Trump. Republicans muscled in, an inarticulate idiot. I don't know why they would want this guy, but now he's here. We're screwed the next 4 years with President Trump. Oh, what I give to count votes once more and get who we all voted for. Why did you want this? Lips drumming, stupid key. You turd. Mindless, drunk, and rich kid. He's even dumber than me. He's President Dumb. You don't care what it took. You got him in by hook or crook. The Christian right knows what's best for you and I, but have no fear. We've got a great leader here. with President Dumb. President Dumb.
Dumber than a box of horse balls, I'll tell you that. It's 12:15 at 560 WQAM. So we got two faxes about, since neither Clarence nor Duff. Clarence was just in there. Did he tell you about 103.1?
About what? No.
Well, why not?
What's it got to do with sports?
Oh!
Or the cues.
Oh, that's what he's talking about?
Yeah.
He said, I accuse?
Me of playing the wrong one.
Right. That was the Dreyfus story. Anyway, 103.1 is from Key Largo.
Okay.
The guy that called before, that intellectual guy. I thought he was talking to you. That doesn't know his ass from my elbow. And in addition to which, here's another one that shows Sun 103.1. Key Largo. Classic rock. He was right about that, about the floor mat. The only problem is they don't got no Howard Stern.
No.
They have nothing to do with the buzz, okay? The buzz is in Palm Beach. So I'll find out for myself. You know, it's just like the thing about the Seminoles, about the Hard Rock Casino and those bogus slot machines. I want to find out how they work and what they're really all about. You know how I'm going to find out?
Go there.
I'm going there.
Girlfriend.
I'm going to take a puke at it myself.
You go there, girl.
These people wouldn't know a real slot machine if somebody stuck it up their ass. PD and NMB says, Dear Neil, now I ought to frame this. It's a happy listener in South Florida with a 305 fax number. A happy person in Dade County. I knew there was at least one. It says, first Stern, then you, and I don't even have to change the station. I'm in heaven.
Well, good. How do you like that?
Great that you're back on your regular schedule. PD and NMB.
Aww.
Beautiful. Isn't that nice? Somebody that's happy out there. Let's hear it. Oh! They'll change their mind. Okay, now here's the story, and I apologize. Thanks to that chronic spick that called before. Montreal man down U.S. plane, CSIS told. Farouk the Tunisian involved, Al-Qaeda says, but officials insist, of course, the crash was accidental. Do we believe the officials?
No.
Yeah, only if you're a schmuck.
They wouldn't lie.
No. Not at all. Just like the Russians weren't lying about, we don't see any evidence that it was terrorist. Oh, guess what? It was terrorist attacks. It was just a coincidence, don't you think?
Of course.
Just those crappy, cheap-built Russian planes. A captured Al-Qaeda operative has told Canadian intelligence investigators that a Montreal man who trained in Afghanistan alongside the 9/11 hijackers was responsible for the crash of an American Airlines flight in New York 3 years ago. Remember that morning? We're sitting here, and we saw that thing that said, this can't possibly be a coincidence this soon after 9/11. Here we go again. And they said, oh, no. Canadian Security Intelligence Service agents were told during 5 days of interviews with the source that Abderrouf Jadeh, a Canadian citizen also known as Farouk the Tunisian, wasn't he at the MTV Awards last night? Had downed a plane with explosives on November 12, 2001. The source claimed Jadeh had used his Canadian passport to board Flight 587 and conducted a suicide mission with a small bomb, una bomba pequeña, similar to the one used by convicted shoe bomber Richard Reed, a top-secret Canadian government report says. But officials said it was unlikely Jadeh was actually involved in the crash, which killed 265 people and it's considered accidental. The fact that Al-Qaeda attributed the crash to Jadeh, however, suggests they were expecting him to attack a plane. We have seen no evidence of anything other than an accident here, said Ted Lepatowicz, a spokesman for the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, and they're known for lying a lot. There has been no evidence found from what I can tell, he said. At least that's been relayed to us, that there was any criminality involved here. It appears at least the evidence we have is that a vertical fin came off, not that there was any kind of event in the cabin. It was just a bad timing. That's also suspicious, right?
Sure.
I mean, we got planes falling out of the sky all the time.
Paranoid, you're just paranoid.
That's right. Jadeh, 39, came to Canada from Tunisia in 1991, became a citizen in 1995. Shortly after getting his Canadian passport, he left for Afghanistan and trained with some of the 9/11 hijackers, according to the 9/11 Commission in the U.S., He recorded a martyrdom video, but was dropped from the 9/11 mission after returning to Canada in the summer of 2001. The planner of the World Trade Center attack, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, claims Jadeh was recruited for a second wave of suicide attacks. How do you like that?
I don't.
The information on Jadeh's alleged role in the plane crash is contained in a memo on captured Canadian Al-Qaeda operative Mohammed Mansour Jabara. The Canadian government memo was written in May 2002, was based on information provided by a source of unknown reliability. Jabbar is a 22-year-old St. Catharines resident who allegedly joined Al-Qaeda and convinced Osama bin Laden to give him a terror assignment. He was tasked with overseeing a suicide bombing operation in Southeast Asia, but was caught and has since pleaded guilty in the USA. The report, which was sent to the Philippine National Police Intelligence Directorate, recounts what Jabara said when he was told about the U.S. plane crash by Abdu Abdelrahman, a Saudi al-Qaeda member who was working for Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. You got all these names connected now?
Okay. No.
In discussions, Abu Abdelrahman mentioned al-Qaeda was responsible for the assassination of Massoud, the Northern Alliance leader. According to the source, he added that 12 November 2001 plane crash in Queens, New York was not an accident as reported in the press, but actually an al-Qaeda operation. He informed Jabara that Farouk the Tunisian conducted a suicide mission on the airplane using a shoe bomb of the same type used by Richard Reed. Farouk the Tunisian was identified from newspaper photos as being identical to Abderouf Jadeh, a Canadian citizen who resided in Montreal. Maybe that guy that's going to Montreal can look up his kin and find out. Check the story out.
Who's your kin?
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe you can read the Kinsey report before he goes, that new movie that's out, you know?
What's it got to do with Howard?
What's it got to do with that oral sex scene? What's it got to do with what? Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
So what's the deal? Is Hank coming back Wednesday or what? I guess they probably wouldn't tell us if he really was. That was the scuttlebutt around the building this morning. But if he really was coming back from vacation and this unwarranted long suspension...
All we have are rumors about it.
Right.
No one has said anything.
Well, what I'm saying is they wouldn't say that because probably tomorrow they'll say to Mo at... what time does he get done tomorrow? 6:35. They'll say, no Mo. Or not, all depending on what the real story is.
No more.
Huh?
No more.
See ya. Bye-bye.
No more.
Maybe he'll be doing evenings.
No, but wouldn't you be ecstatic? I mean, I got paid to work for 7 months by Paxson.
Thrilled.
Unless you had some kind of a mammoth ego.
Right.
Or some great need to be on there and schlep all the way from Boca. I think he'd be fine.
Yeah.
Just write him a check.
Sure. I'll take it.
There you go. Well, now that you and he have bonded so well, I would think it'd be okay. No problem. 5670560, pound 560 on it. Boy, that bacon, I don't know what they do. How do they do it like that?
They do it right.
Howie's, where is Howie's? How come we never mentioned anything about it?
It's like up the road somewhere.
What?
It's in one of these
up
little
the road
strip
somewhere?
malls. Yeah, it's on 441, little strip mall, little hole in the wall somewhere, right up the road.
Yeah,
here.
but we ought to be giving them a better plug than that. They've been feeding us here for Coon's age, man.
They're at 2430 South State Road 7 in Miramar.
Right.
954-989-7707.
They got good crap, man.
Yes, they do.
Best
good
bacon
sandwiches.
And the best bacon ever.
Good corned beef.
I thought there was a place in Toronto. They're now closing down J. Muggs right next to the Eaton Center. I thought they had the best bacon at their Sunday brunch. And it was very good, but ain't nothing like this. This is just to die for. If you like crispy bacon, you know, they're just about like crumbled in your hand. Man. Oh, I bet you that line 9 is a real winner. You watch. I'm telling you. Mark it down. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Hold it. Oh, I think that was Abderouf Jadeh. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling you.
I beg your pardon?
Calling you?
Speaking to him.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I'm here in Hollywood, and you can't even, the buzz is unlistenable.
It's what?
Unlistenable.
Unlistenable, okay.
Absolutely.
Kind of like most of the other AM stations. It's unlistenable.
Yep, the buzz.
Okay, thanks for the good news.
You got it.
Thank God for that. Okay, in Hollywood, they can't hear it. Don't we feel relieved?
Oh, yeah. At least we'll have a number there.
What, in Hollywood?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
Sure, all those
Hollywood
workers
has got like kind of a changing thing, you know? Changing demographics.
Into what?
Jungle.
Oh,
5670560.
Old people, maybe.
Pound 560 on it. No. Wrong. You better take a look around you, mister. So within just a matter of moments there, I get a fax, which I'm keeping there. Set it aside in my new shoes, in the shoebox. In fact, you ought to see what's in my shoes.
Bomb?
No, seriously, about they want to buy my mother's condo. How do you like? Well, actually, my condo.
Very good. Property value in Hollywood's going through the roof.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
How much do you think I can get for that? About $400 or $500 million?
Yeah.
I'll take it. He says, what do you want for it? Money? WQAM, a lot of it. WQAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Neil, I just want to say something. I love your show. First-time caller.
Yes? No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
And I was going to say something about George. I really love your show, and I can't stand George.
Yeah, so guess what? Here's the solution for it. When George is on, don't listen. Very simple. How do you like that for being a problem solver? I don't really care whether you like George, hate George. George is doing just fine. In fact, the ratings that came out, July, we did great. In fact, we were the only day part on the station that pretty much stayed about flat. The other morning went down a little bit, afternoons a little bit more. We were just, so George had a fine July. He was on most of July. I was on vacation there for a week, and I was only doing Tuesday and Thursday. So those people out there, including Greg Reed, by the way, who don't appreciate the fact that George is doing a fine job now, your mama. That's my comment to you. What?
No, nobody in this building is.
Screw
they're
him.
not allowed to like it.
Screw him.
Not allowed to.
Then how does he explain this? How does he explain on our website the tremendous response we get
Neil
every day,
Rogers
including
show.
when you're
Neil
on?
Rogers. It's the Neil Rogers show.
So what about it? What do you care? As long as you're making those big bucks.
I don't. They're just bastards in this building.
Well, so that's a bulletin?
No.
Why do you think I'm so delighted not to be here 99 and 9/10% of the time, okay?
I know.
How many people are there in this building who, if I never saw them again,
About 30, man.
would be much too soon, huh?
Just 30?
No, that's just for a
about
starter.
100.
Yeah, well, we don't have one that says about 100 yet. We're working on it. All these silly little children out there. You suck. George is bad. See, like, how many times have we talked about this? All you people in South Florida want to do is complain. Wah, wah. Now, that's why when I got that one fax from the Happy Camper, he's happy we got Stern in the morning. He likes Howard Stern. He likes me being on right afterward. He's happy. There's a happy guy.
There you go.
As opposed to most of you, which, quite frankly, when I look around, I can understand why you're pissed off.
You're listening to Neil Rogers on 560 WQAM.
Get, baby.
Hi, this is Vice President Dick Cheney. With my grueling schedule, I can't afford not to be in shape. That's why I'm introducing my new series of high-intensity workout videos. Let's Cheney-size to the oldies. We'll start with jumping jacks. Now, it's important to remember to pace yourself and only work out within your limitations. So then, feet shoulder-width apart, hands at the sides, and begin. 1.
On! Clear!
Oh. Guess I tried to do a little too much. 2.
Hold on! Clear!
Oh. Now I'm getting warmed up. 3.
Whoa! Clear!
You're never going to believe this. You'll believe it. Here's a fax from somebody I hung up on before who wants to use this show to promote their own crap.
Oh, the guy. I told you he faxes all the time.
Yeah.
That faggot.
Oh, so now I got the Neil hang-up, and I'm part of that special elite hang-up club. I'm honored. Well, here's my response to you, okay, schmuck. I've sent you 2 faxes over the last 2+ years asking you to be on my show. The answer is still
no.
No, I don't have. What would be the point in that?
To help him get ratings.
No, the answer is no.
Oh, come on.
I got 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, or at least 3.5 or maybe 3 hours.
Why don't you help a competitor
like
get ratings for free?
Right. Having said that, I know we have a very similar political agenda through my show, but I hate to break the news to you, schmuck. I don't need your show. I don't need you. I don't need your show. If you're doing so great, hey, more power to you. Keep banging away on your agenda. I'm banging on mine right now, okay? I'm squeezing it. P.S., by the way, I was not looking for free on-air promotion. That's why I only use my name and not the show or station. I only use my name. Mork and
Although
Mindy.
he got on the air and said that.
Was he Mork or Mindy? We don't need no Mindy Lang on this station, okay? Stick to magic, okay? Stick to the oldies, Mindy. Get out of here. Poll question suggestion. Oh, look at this. And now he's even writing it out longhand. He doesn't even bother typing it anymore. Craig in Miami, Chronic Craig, who's trying to tell the world.
You got to stick it on channel, it's 08 on yours. With the remote there, press 08.
08, yeah.
And there she is.
Oh, no! Oh, God!
Now, you tell me if it's my imagination.
Last night in Miami, we were at the 2004 MTV Video Music Awards, and all the stars showed up, and guess what? Not a whole lot of them talked to us. Take a look.
Oh, my God. Can you? Probably when they saw that thing, they probably ran.
She's quadrupled in size.
Bigfoot Jr. Holy moly.
And the other one,
Griffin,
too.
the size of Uranus.
Bigger than that.
That is scary. So Craig in Miami's got a very original poll suggestion. Craig, you're pathetic, man. You are so sad.
I have no life.
Who is the most beautiful woman alive today?
We've never done that
many
before.
times have we done that poll in the last 5 minutes?
About 30, man.
Get a life, Craig, okay? Get a blow-up doll is my best suggestion for you. And wait till you hear his suggestion, his choice. Pamela Anderson Lee.
Oh, he did that just for me.
Oh. What about that? And then he faxes it again just in case we missed it the first time. Get lost, Craig, okay? Get lost, go away, find a boyfriend, a girlfriend. Like I said, a blow-up doll that can't run away, that can't turn you down.
His average is about
I think even a blow-up doll would turn him down. You know? I really do.
It would blow away.
Probably deflate his ego. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Good. Welcome back, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Very good.
Good. I was just hearing you talking about a condo you want to put for sale. I'll give something back to you, a free market analysis for your condo. You put me on hold and I'll send it to you.
A free market analysis?
Well, you want to know how much the value of that place is before you get
right.
it. So if you put me on hold, I'll give that information to you for free.
Do we know you? You sound very familiar. You're not the
No, I'm from the Dutch connection. You don't know me.
My accountant's Irish, man.
No, I'm Dutch.
Oh, you're Dutch?
Fully Dutch, man.
Oh, God.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay, but I think the answer is no. Get lost. What?
Nothing.
I don't trust the Dutchmen. They're a bunch of cheap bastards, okay? He's going to screw me and then try to, pull some kind of a fast deal. Tootsies. Dewey. See, on the Damrak knot, I'm burnt out on the Dutch, on Amsterdam, on those smelly Europeans.
So you said.
I'm burnt out on that whole deal. You know,
there's more Bo.
Oh, no, look at that.
If they actually showed her.
She just slopped off the right end of my screen.
They won't show her from the boobs down. If you saw what she looks, yeah. This is nothing.
You could create an island out of each one. You could have like a small village living on each one of those things.
You see how far apart her arms are? Her gut is twice as wide.
How the hell can you see that other arm?
It's back there.
It's
way back there.
Back there, all right next to her.
Rectum.
In fact, I think it's upper.
Rectum.
Wow.
She's spherical.
She is disgusting. Now, what channel did I get off here on CNN?
I don't know what you were on.
28.
54 CNN.
Oh, and I should mention also that what cable do I have? It's
probably all of it. Comcast.
Comcast.
Yeah, everybody.
I hope that the people at Comcast rot in hell, okay? They changed all the channel numbers around.
Sure.
And they just keep... Last time I was in town, they changed them around. Now I finally figured out where the hell they were. I come back again, and they changed them again.
I hear the Kerry daughters and all that stuff.
I don't want to see the Kerry daughters and the Bush daughters and any... what?
The Who Got Booed.
What channel are you on?
That Good Day Live still.
To suggest that you get involved in this election and vote, and hopefully that you vote for our father.
Okay, you know what? The booing was a little over the top.
I think they were saying
get that slow ripping off of there, okay? Get that cow. Here's a fax that says, is Mo Hammer David going to be on today? That is correct. Mo Hammer David will be on every day from 4 till whenever.
Absolutely.
Am I right about that?
Something will be on
like that.
Hey, stupid!
Right.
Today.
Some Jew will be on at 4 o'clock. Some Jew talking sports. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. What'd you think? WQAM, hello.
Oh, my God.
Line 9, okay.
That was it.
How we doing? Know what he said?
He said, oh, my God.
Oh, I thought he said, how we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, fine. WQAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Still okay.
I just want to kind of complain about the music awards, so everyone's calling this their second home.
What do you mean you want to complain about it?
Everyone's calling it their second home. Nobody calls it their first home. Only person we have is Shaq. That's all I have to look up to for my first home, living here.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. It sounds really good to me. Camilla's house. Give it a try. 5670560. What? I think that'd be a perfect home for him, don't you?
A second home.
And a first home. And a third. WQAM, hello. QAM. WQAM, hola.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Speak to me. Now, forget about your boyfriend over there. He's putting his underwear back on. Come on, let's get with it. Yeah. Like I said. That's it. That's the one. Huh? Well, at any rate, that's why he's putting his underwear back on.
I think it's a Brazilian dish.
5-6. Oh, yeah, it is lunchtime. 5670560, pound 560. Go play with your chalupa, okay, sweetheart? WQAM, hello.
Shaq, nalgas.
Yeah, good. Okay, they're running out of material now. WQAM line 9.
That's it. That is their material.
I know.
Hey,
QAM.
Neil, how's it hanging, buddy?
Okay.
I just want to say that Paul Castro is the biggest no talent that ever crossed the
Yeah, we know that already, okay? You're boring. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Welcome back.
Sure.
Hey, what do you think about this Republican National Convention? You going to take any view of it or what?
No, I will not. Am I going to take any view of it? Yeah, I have a dim view of it. How do you like that? Remember in Clockwork Orange, I have a real dim view of it. Oh, brother, just unbelievable. So keep swinging that ceramic number around and have a good time. Hop on it. Hey, listen, it was in the Olympics.
Oh, that's an event now?
Yeah, it sure is. Oh, listen, it's an old one. They've been doing that a long time.
Well, those Greeks.
21 till 1, that's what I meant at QAM.
The Howard Stern Show. Will Rogers, mornings and midday. And sports around the clock. 560 QAM.
Get wild.
Oh, what is it?
Finally got a call here. The number one rated Mo Howard and David in his own. At least according to my aspirations. Stay away from me. I don't even know how you have children. Miramar, hello.
Yes, I want to take on Jay Fiedler.
Oh, well, Jay Fiedler is a great quarterback and a good Jew.
I like Jay Fiedler.
Well, not to mention he's got extraordinarily smooth buttocks.
Oh, yeah!
You gotta be careful what you say here.
Okay, Doc. Thank you, Mo.
No, wait a minute. Don't go.
But I have nothing else to say.
How about this? How's the weather down there in the Miramar?
I'm right down the street from you.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go.
Oh, wait, by the way, son.
No, I have to go.
Look, I tell you what. I'll hold you over the break. How's that, huh? I'll give you one of my old tank T-shirts. How's that?
Bye.
No, wait! That was the only caller we had.
The veins on your nose is glowing again. You got big wiggle veins on your nose and on your face, and around those oozing pimples you call eye. If you go look in the mirror, you'll see a roadmap of Ypsilanti. You got your hairpiece on, way too tight.
My nose glows when something stings. Almost every day I think. And my veins, they start to tickle. My adenoid, yeah, I look like I'm falling apart. That's because I'm a friendly old fire. With a nose that's filled with twinkle veins. This is something like that you want to see on Science Channel Discovery. Oh, you know there's a bleeding twinkle vein. Try to sing it.
12:45 at 560 WQAM. George is looking at porno while we're in the break. What magazine was that? Why don't we have that on our website?
We do. That's
there were some huge, humongous melons in whatever you were just looking at.
It was a Playboy celebrity thing, and where do you think we get a lot of that material from?
Well, but we should have like a whole thing on there. A thing.
A thing?
We should have
That's
a thing.
your job.
Well, speaking of Bo Griffin, here's a poll suggestion. How do you like your pig? Huh? Well, they're talking about pork, okay? Can we say pork on the air?
No.
Buzz. Don't forget to buzz. Oh, and speaking of morons, how about that Mayor Penis Pequena, who all of a sudden, after doing the Vanishing Act in 2000 when Al Gore was waiting for his great support, and he was going to be the big Democrat in Dade County and help carry Dade for Al Gore and he went into hiding. He was busy eating chalupas. Now, all of a sudden that he's running for Senate, now he's the great outspoken Democrat and the anti-Bush crusader, and Bush did this, and Don Corleone did that, and bada bing, bada boom, and all this other crap, huh? Anybody out there that votes for Mayor Penis Pequena, man, for the U.S. Senate, you ought to be shot in the toenail, okay? Brother. Bacon, pork chops. I see, that's cute.
Oh, your favorite pork.
Sausage Jimmy Dean style, back bacon, pea-meal bacon.
Oh.
What?
No, I get it now. I never heard it called that.
Well, that's what they call it. They're a silly bunch of people, them Canucks, eh? Pea-meal. Josh Beckett likes it.
Sorry.
He says it's more than a meal. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Somebody faxed me this Tom Oliphant's article from the Boston Globe. He says, of all the business tycoons assembling for their favorite party's convention this week, none will get a warmer, perk-filled welcome than the personal finance crowd that's figured out how to imprison tens of millions of ordinary Americans with interest charges and other fees worthy of loan sharks. They're profiteering on a growing mountain of debt that's increasingly crucial to meeting expenses in a recovery, that's in quotes, marked by stagnant household income. What ought to be called the usury business has earned its caviar from President Bush's Republican Party. The banking, insurance, and real estate interests have ponied up more than $25 million for Bush this year, 6 times more than in 2000. And the biggest corporate supporter of all, as it was 4 years ago, is a monster called MBNA, the largest of all the independent credit card issuing companies that is now expanding its lucrative thanks to Bush business worldwide. Its now retired chairman, Charles M. Cawley, was an original Bush fundraising pioneer and still is one, and his successors have continued the tradition of trading cash for national policy. The president has earned his largesse. The latest goodie was a ruling from Bush's Treasury Department preempting all state laws, notably in California, that have sought to put a brake on some of the most abusive credit card practices, a remarkable flip-flop for a conservative government supposedly respectful of states' rights. The campaign cash is also gushing because the personal finance people know Bush will back another attempt in Congress to make it harder for Americans to escape via bankruptcy, the debt or prisons constructed for them. The usury industry now has another reason to give Bush money. John Kerry's decision to take aim at one of the most abusive of the credit card scams, the sudden jacking up of interest charges on consumers who are making their card payments on time. Millions of Americans know too well how this works. You miss a payment on some other bill, it could be a $50 phone bill, and all of a sudden your credit card interest rate soars anywhere from 30%,
about 30, man,
to as much as 48%. In the racket, they call this universal default, but it amounts to changing the terms of a loan in the middle of the game. Kerry would end this practice, he announced last week, with a stroke of a regulatory pen. The finance business is also opposed, and therefore so is Bush, to another Kerry proposal that would require full disclosure to families of the true cost of making only those deceptively small minimum payments to the credit card bosses that they entice people to make. The reason they do this is that they want to trap you into high-interest debt for as long as they can, and telling you the true cost interferes with their business strategy. For example, on a credit card debt of $9,000, par for the course, minimum payments at 15% will keep you paying for 39 years at a total cost of $23,000. The home mortgage people, trapping more and more Americans of modest as well as median means in the same kind of prisons, aren't much better. Here, legislation is needed, and for all those who listen to the Bush propaganda about Kerry's Senate record, a domestic version of the smear on his Vietnam service, he's well known as one of housing's most consistent champions. So-called subprime mortgages are an excellent way to help lower-income families make most important investment, but they come at a very high cost. Many housing experts believe they're unnecessary for half their present holders. It's not a minor financial matter. Over 30 years,
about 30, man,
a subprime could cost an extra $400,000 plus on a typical home. Naturally, the real estate and finance folks backing Bush want to block Kerry and protect their gravy train. Especially, they want to protect the mechanism for abuse, penalties for early prepayment, delayed or balloon payments that require still more financing, and ridiculous insurance mandates requiring upfront payments no matter how long a mortgage is held. As the Census Bureau reminded us last week, incomes are stagnant 3 years into an anemic recovery. At $43,000, median household income, half make more, half make less, is actually lower than it was in 2000. For the rich, tax cuts cover higher costs. For everybody else, they didn't come close to matching 50% increases in health insurance premiums, $2 a gallon gas, higher local taxes, and higher tuition expenses. This means that for a huge portion of the public, debt is how people keep up with the current expenses, and the usury industry is doing its best to make sure that the elusive goal is always just out of reach. On top of all the other higher burdens on working families, credit card and mortgage interest scams have added something like $30 billion
about 30, man,
to the burden of just getting by. The big shots gathering here will make sure that Bush has no answer, Kerry does. Writes Tom Oliphant. But don't confuse the poor people with the facts. I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
They don't understand. That's why.
Is that it? Well,
Red, white, and blue.
Maybe because Kerry and the Democrats are doing such a good job of not explaining it. And of
they
not striking back.
9/11, they attacked us.
They ought to be ripping him an ass. See, that thing that I read about the focus groups? That's where it's at. They go to these focus groups, and the problem with people in focus groups is that they don't want to be perceived as nasty because it's a very personal, a few people in a room one-on-one. Oh, no, we don't like dirty politics or attack politics and this and that. And the fact of the matter is people love it. That's what they want. They're salivating for it.
Nobody will say anything like, oh, we like sex and violence either, but that's the most popular
stuff. Of course, there you go. So this whole approach, man, kid gloves, and we don't want to do too many attack, and Ted Kennedy and Howard Dean were over the top, and then they have to bring out Drew Lieberman to try to pacify with his namby-pamby approach, and I know Tom, what's his name? What is his name?
Oliphant.
No, from the Homeland Security, Tom Ridge. Well, how easy to forget, yeah. And he would never do that. I mean, Joe Lieberman, the Democrats need to, like, put him somewhere. Like summer camp would be good. Oh, I'm sorry. No, get rid of him.
Into a train.
So lock him up somewhere, man. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Tomorrow is primary day, August 31 here. Can't you feel the excitement? Is it Peter Deutsch or Betty Castor, huh? Is it Mayor Penis Pequena? What a thought. What a disgusting, grotesque. Speaking of disgusting, join the Crow today. Wait till you get a whiff of him. 5 to 7 at the Mega Liquor Store, located at 14657 Southwest 56th Street, Miami. Stop by to spin the QM wheel for some really crappy, low-budget, embarrassing prizes. That's with the Crow today at Mega Liquor Store on 147th Avenue, Miller Drive. As a matter of fact, they probably figure out that when you see those prizes, you'll start boozing it up big time. Be good for business. I'm telling you. WQAM, hello. Okay, that's here's the last one. QAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil, I got a highly classified spy report.
Sounds like Woody to me.
I have some news that's hot off the presses.
Somebody else. Some other chronic. Yeah.
It hasn't even been registered in the news, so I'm going to give it to you direct.
In the news?
This is the exact route of the hurricane once it hits land. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Rectum.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. It had something to do with Brian and Duff. I don't know what that's all about. I didn't even know they knew each other. QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I'd like to know your take on black Catholics.
Black Catholics.
Yes, sir.
How many are there?
Hello. About 30, man.
567-0560, pound 560 on the big dump on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Not one call. We're doing screenless here, and not one call. This is the first time this has happened in
a long time.
Huh?
In a long time.
In a very long time. It's been a coon's age since the last time that I can think that this has happened on a screenless. We're just rolling along here singing a song. I guess they're all at Publix and Home Depot.
There you go. Getting Visqueen.
They're buying that masking tape and their Visqueen and the plywood and the 2x4s. All of that stuff. What do they do with the 2x4? What do you do with one of those? Yeah. Especially if you're Todd Dreck. Oh, there they go all of a sudden. I guess they were just sitting back hanging on Tom Oliphant's words there is what it was. Or maybe they got him confused with Mary Elephant. That must have been
That's easy. They look the same.
Yeah. No, she's more like Schwo Griffin. QAM, hello.
Neil, please take George off the air, man.
WQAM, hey, we did today. QAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Well, Neil, you were right once again, and I got to clarify what it is you were right about.
And what is that?
This morning I walked into a Krispy Kreme just to try out the donuts and the coffee. They pulled them right off the rack as they were coming out freshly made, and it was the most tastiest thing I've ever stuck in my mouth.
I'll bet. That's not what I'm hearing. WQAM, hello.
Brian Norcross says the hurricane makes him go, ah!
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I used to call you a long time ago.
Call me what?
And your show was boring then, and it's still boring.
Yeah, okay, great. WQAM, hello.
Neil?
I guess he's talking about his calls. Yes, sir.
Neil, glad to have you back home.
Thanks.
Or wherever you are.
Mm-hmm. Here I am.
Anyway,
don't know for sure, do you?
Yeah, not for sure.
Good. That's the idea.
I'm glad you're back 5 days a week, and George has done a wonderful job this summer.
He did a dang good job, in spite of what Greg Reed says.
He's done a 180.
Greg Reed is the Antichrist who don't appreciate nothing from nobody.
Well, that's probably true. I don't know him, but anyway,
Ungrateful bastard.
I think George did a 180 this summer and had a very good show.
And a wheelie or two also.
I still missed
a couple donuts. And he smeared a few queers too. Okay, thanks, Pally. George appreciates it. Let's see. Newsflash. At New York's Kennedy Airport today, an individual later discovered to be a teacher from Queens was arrested trying to board a flight while in possession of a ruler, a protractor, a set square, a slide rule, and a calculator. Oh, this is really clever. Oh, this is so sad. Manny in Miami, this joke is older than Methuselah's grandpa, okay? Oh, God. Oh, so good to be back in town. Oh! Huh?
Yeah, you notice I faxed that right to you when we got it like a month ago.
I was just thinking that, about how great it is to be able to see these faxes that you screen out so I can't see the good stuff. When you shop for quality footwear, great selection, professional service, where else would you go besides Brandy's in Pompano Beach? You'd have to be crazy to shop any place else, because at Brandy's, it's an unbeatable combination. The biggest selection of men's and women's name brand shoes, the best service, and the best prices in town, period. Top quality names like Rockport, Florsheim, SAS, Sperry, Timberland, Naturalizer, and lots more. And with a humongous selection, I guarantee, I'll bet you Greg's life on it, whatever you're looking for is in stock right now to slap on your feet. Brandy's is open daily Monday through Saturday 9 to 9, Sundays 10 to 5, and you'll find them at 1290 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. It's always worth the trip no matter where you are. And right now, all this week, at Brandy's. It's a great time to buy SAS, all-grade men's and women's SAS shoes, 25% off. So be sure and get to the store this week or visit them on the web at brandyshoes.com.
You're listening to Neil Rogers exclusively on 560 QAM.
One to 2 hour. Hi, vey.
American girls and American guys who only listen to the message from the Uber ride will have their table talk flying. As the troops come home dead, they find the comfort of the night hiding under the bed. I never served in the army, I'm too afraid to fight. So I sit right here near the TV, far from liberal lies. Under the covers you'll discover I'm a big sissy who would prefer to have some other do the fighting for me. Now this country I love is occupying Iraq, and all the suckers like me whose necks are red in the back have our tongues all placed firmly in Bush's big brown eye. The big mouth cowards of the world who gladly follow Clyde. Hey, Uncle Sam, I'm too afraid to fight or enlist, but you can count on me to watch TV and shake my fist, and my flag will fly from the back of my truck like an idiotic, pseudo-patriotic dumb and my view of the whole wide world is what I see on Fox News. Yeah, I'm an armchair warrior who knows better than you.
You dummy.
I'm an inbred jerk who parrots anything they say. Don't have to read or research. It's so much easier this way to watch TV or look at pictures in USA Today with my finger up my ass as I tickle my brain. Hey, Uncle Sam, I'm too afraid to fight or enlist, but you can count on me to watch TV and shake my fist as I lower my fly so I can pull on my pud to proudly show the swastika tattooed on my nuts. The Saudis are our best friends in the world, not those Iraqis or Jews. Oi! Yeah, I'm an armchair warrior who knows better than you.
Speaking of those Jews, by the way, that Israeli spy in the Pentagon, that's just more anti-Semitic propaganda, don't you think?
Right. I started that rumor.
That's what Paul Wolfowitz said. 103 at 560. See, what do you expect in America where you're dealing with a bunch of people, especially in this part of the neck of the woods? People, mana. Remember you talked about that one day, just mentioned it in passing, and all of a sudden the phone rang off the hook and George was like psychotic. There are 8 million phone calls about mana. That's what turns America on, man. It's caca, silliness, foolishness, crap. Yeah, that's it. Oh, man, we can have a 99 share if you keep playing that. In fact, maybe tomorrow we'll play it 4 hours, probably get a 110 share.
Well, fan that show early.
Florida Move On just emailed this. It says, Dear Florida Move On member, tomorrow, August 31st, don't just vote in Florida's primary election. Help make sure that all the votes count. In 2000, irregularities plagued the general election, everything from voters being intimidated to being wrongfully turned away. You can help by reporting on your experience and taking note of any irregularities you see here, and it's got like a link to a click on to report. Florida ACLU, People for the American Way, the Advancement Project, LCC Voter Protection Project, and the American Federation of State and County Municipal Employees are working together to make sure that all eligible voters can vote and that their votes are counted, but if they can't be everywhere, especially in the primary. Florida is being watched, not just because it's expected to be a close race in November, but because there's been a history of serious voter disenfranchisement, and it continues today. Just a few weeks ago, Bob Herbert from the New York Times wrote members of the Florida State Police. Remember I read that on the air from the New York Times?
Yes.
An agency that reports to fat-ass Governor Jeb Bush interrogating and intimidating elderly black voters while ostensibly part of a fraud investigation with people being selected at random. Several of those targeted were members of the Orlando League of Voters, a group that's registered record numbers of African Americans to vote. Others targeted were first-time voters brought out by organized community efforts. The result of the so-called investigation was a chilling effect, with volunteers afraid to take part in get-out-the-vote efforts and voters afraid of having contact with organizers. There's a lot riding out the upcoming elections in Florida. You can help make sure they're fair. So this Tuesday, tomorrow, keep your eyes and your ears and even your rectum open. And if you see anything questionable, take a moment to report it here. It's got a link, okay? So go to moveon.org. And when in doubt, check it out. Because you know there's going to be plenty of crap going on.
No.
Oh, no. Not in Florida. Not when our fat-ass governor just happens to be the brother of the El Presidente and calls him at 3 in the morning and saying, don't worry, the fix is in you won. Stuff like that. And that Teresa Lepore, how come she isn't in jail up there with her butterflies? 5670560. How come she's still working? You people in Palm Beach, man, you need some serious help. And if you write in Pat Buchanan again, huh? No, seriously, they're going to be drawing that connected arrow. They're going to connect it to Pat Buchanan's rectum. What they're going to do. That's what I heard. Silly old lunatics up in Palm Beach County. Oh. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir?
Hi, buddy. Let me turn on my radio. Hey, Neil, a real favor. I know that Jeb has appointed a couple of judges in Broward County. One is Ailman, and another one is I don't know who, and they're up for, I guess, whenever they vote for the judges, they're up to against some other people. I'd like for you to get out their names, if you don't mind, and let's try to get them out. Okay?
Where am I going to get that? I guess I'll have to get the look in the newspaper. How the hell do I know about
somebody
the
will
judges?
call.
Yeah, somebody will call. Get out of here. Judges. Fine. And listen, don't worry about the courts and about the judges. When we have 9 fascists on the Supreme Court, when we get rid of those couple pain-in-the-ass liberals that are left on there, then we'll be okay. Then we'll be safe.
Right.
And then Rehnquist can go and retire
problems.
and,
We'll be rich. Won't be any more terrorism.
Exactly. And Clarence Thomas can talk all he likes. He'll have a lot of time. In fact, George will send him some good stuff. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hey, I got my primary absentee ballot last week.
Chronic, yeah.
I am very, very
Chronic.
suspicious of it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is that a friend of mine from up north sent me fax their copy of their ballot. It has their voter ID and name and everything on the
you vote on that one and get your own, and then you can vote twice, okay? Butch up. God almighty. I thought the Olympics was over, okay?
Yeah, I saw some closing ceremonies.
Well, I mean,
or something
okay,
like
so these people ought to find something else to do now. WQAM, hello.
Neil, can I please?
What is it?
Can I speak to Neil?
Speaking.
Neil, what's happening, pal?
How you doing?
All right, I got a little bit of a spy report here.
Okay.
Pre-voting week or a couple weeks ahead. Your friend Marion Oliphant is at the Hooters in Pembroke Pines lobbying for votes.
Yeah.
I just thought you'd like to know that.
Okay, well, listen, big boobs all hang out at Hooters. What do you expect? She's at the Hooters in Pembroke Pines. Well,
she does have a pair.
Maybe she wants to make a big splash. You never know. Huh? Not as big as Scho Griffin, but, you know.
Well, nobody's that big.
Nobody is. Boy,
Not even Jeff High.
Right. She is just enormous. Can you imagine?
She wouldn't fit in the hall now.
When that woman has a BM, man, the earth shakes.
Oh, jeez.
Wasn't she in California? No wonder they're having so many quakes. God almighty, she must weigh at least 600 pounds, that fat, disgusting, phony-ass bitch. And by the way, we like Joe Costello, okay, Bo, and don't come back in this building ever again. That's what Greg said. So anyway, did I tell you what Todd Dreck said about Greg Reed this morning?
No.
I think it was scandalous. I think there's a suit involved there myself. In fact, Greg was wearing that pasty old gray suit when he came in today. I thought it was a new suit. Anytime he comes in there, which you notice he comes in for about 30 seconds and then runs away because he knows that I'm on the air and he won't be able to come in here. I'll tell him what a moron he is. He always, all I can do is like say about his haircut or his suit because there's nothing else going there, you know. Although he does have that short, faggy haircut. Right now, for a limited time only, you can save more than ever before on top-selling mattresses from Dial-A-Mattress. Call 1-800-MATTRESS today for extra discounts above and beyond their already everyday low factory direct prices. Plus, now you get an extra 10% off on Serta's Perfect Sleeper Magnolia. Combine these savings with the Dial a Mattress award-winning service. They're ranked #1 in overall customer satisfaction. They were winners of the 2004 Better Business Bureau Local Torts of Excellence Award. You can't beat them with a stick. And, of course, don't forget about their on-time delivery policy. That lets you pick the 2-hour window that you want your mattress delivered, and you'll be a satisfied customer like I've been for years. If you have a college student in need of bedding, pick up that phone right now and call 1-800-MATTRESS. You can get yourself same-day delivery to all major colleges and universities from Miami to Maine. From Kendall to Stewart, Palm Beach to Fort Myers, Dial a Mattress will deliver the finest bedding around anywhere. All the smart folks at QM and some who aren't too swift either have called 1-800-MATTRESS. It's the easiest piece of shopping you can do. Just sit there on your fat, smelly ass and make that call right now. 1-800-MATTRESS or check them on the web at mattress.com. 1-800-MATTRES.
Howard, Meton, and the Hammer. What a powerhouse lineup. 560 QAM.
On the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you're listening to the Hockey Authority, Neil Goff.
Ricky Williams said goodbye to football. Oh, Ricky, how can you do this? I want to stroke your legs and sniff your crack with my greasy nose.
I have no line.
You'd rather smoke a spliff. Now I'm pulling up my flight for the season.
Yeah, man.
You dashed my hopes of manly bliss. Tears well up in my eyes for no apparent reason. As I bust another dish, there's no AC in my trailer, and then I find you're no longer here. Validate my life as a failure and broke the hearts of all the sports queers. I don't want to fantasize about another job. It's your toes I want in my mouth on behalf of undersized fags who like sport hole radio. Don't leave us like this. Now only Shaq's funds we can keep.
Rectum. 1:15 at 560 WQAM. We got Jim Mattis, the Mad Dog, 2 o'clock. 4 o'clock, you got Mo Howard David at what could be, I don't know. See, you know somebody knows.
Oh, yeah, somebody knows.
And they could tell me, and they could say in confidence, don't breathe a word of this. And that would mean everybody in the building knows when Hank's coming back. Because you'll notice the tip-off to me is those rejoins that we have, or whatever they are.
Right.
That say Neil, Howard Stern, Neil, and Mad Dog, and the Hammer.
Right.
The Hammer. Now, is Mo the Hammer? I mean, that's, I mean, there are people like to attack him with a hammer.
The hamper.
Right. And he has tried to, dig his claws into certain people around here, as you should probably know. In fact, I think that's a clause in his contract. But at any rate, he may be going bye-bye. We'll find out. Wednesday's going to be a big day around here. Now, do you think there's going to be, some kind of an announcement? Oh, I know where we'll find out. Barry Jackass tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
Right. You want to know what Greg is thinking, what Greg is saying, just read the Barry Jackass column in the Herald. That's where you'll find out.
The internal memo section.
As Greg puts the words in Barry's mouth, kind of like a ventriloquist or whatever. 5670560, pound 5, and Duff said he was jealous, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Poor Duff, man. If you could have seen, well, you've seen it.
Yeah.
If the audience could have seen that scene with him sitting there, and he's got 87 different yellow dump buttons on there, and he's got the headsets on, and he's listening to the Stern Show, and Robin says this, and somebody laughs at, oh, nope, What's that bit we got where
Oh, it's actually a George Open.
No, I know that.
I don't know if it's in there yet, but...
It's not, it's in mine. Boy, you are so slow down here, you got,
Yeah.
Oh, God almighty, what is that called?
George's Howard Stern Open.
It is? I don't see it. There's Pharrell. It's not even in here.
Damn it, Josh.
Yeah, nice going, Josh. Well, Josh is too busy.
Oh, he's busy, all right.
Doing something. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
Sensational.
You think Pompino Park could afford their own generator? That's all I got.
WQAM, hello.
Neil, God.
Yes, sir.
It's a voice in the past. It's Fat Evan.
Hey, how you doing?
Outstanding. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I came back to visit my parents for a weekend.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't stick around too long, Evan.
Oh, trust me, I'm on my way back to the airport right now. The test still hasn't changed. I was so thrilled to get out of here 6 years ago, and I dreaded every second coming back. So
One thing I look forward to was coming back and listening to you and seeing how much the cesspool hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's the same piece of crap, same septic tank.
It sure is. And, I've been listening to the show since 10 o'clock this morning, and the callers haven't changed.
No.
It's amazing.
No, because they haven't found any material. They got a search party out there. They're looking, but they still haven't found it yet.
Yeah, they still hate you. They still hate George.
They hate everything. That's right.
They're still listening. So I just wanted to call and say hello and tell you, regardless, I'm still around, but I'm not very close.
Well, have a great life, Evan.
Miss you, George.
See ya.
Bye.
There's Duff at the dump button now.
Did you hear that? That Stern is a panic. What a show.
I know you had fun cutting into the show. I say get rid of them in the mornings and go back to a nice, safe tune. Besides, you're going to lose to the Dolphins.
Who needs the Dolphins? Screw 'em. Why, we're going to do so well now. Yeah, I might even decide to pay Boca.
Anybody see my pants? Carlos stole my pants.
Well, what did he do that for?
He didn't like what I called him.
And what was that?
Sprinkles.
Oh, I didn't splatter on your shoe, hon.
Give me back my pants.
I hid them in my weird beard.
That's my shoe.
Wait a minute. I think the Stern show is off now.
What do we do? I don't know. Is George on today? Think it's a pregnant pause.
It's,
Maybe Robin has something else.
Guys, let's just relax.
Oh, why don't you...
I love it. In fact, that's the way the Stern Show sounds on QAM. Like that. And Muff is in the background making all of those noises. It's a beautiful thing. Only you have to really see it. Small toys showing an airplane flying into the World Trade Center were packed inside some more than 14,000 bags of candy sent to small groceries around the country before being recalled. You see this story?
Yeah.
Lysy Corporation, the wholesaler that distributed the candy, said Friday that the toys were purchased in bulk from a Miami-based import company. What a shock. The toys came in an assortment purchased sight unseen from L&M Import in Miami, and included the toys depicting the 9/11/2001 attack on the Twin Towers, whistles and other small toys, said Luis Padron, Lysy's national sales manager. Padron.
Sí.
El Padron. The invoice said the toy was a plastic swing set. I hate to blame the importer. He probably didn't know what he was getting. He brings them in 40-foot containers, but whoever made it knew exactly what they were making, Padron said. Il Padrino. Padron said Lysy did not notice the small plastic figurines until two people complained, but there's no mistaking what the toys represent. At the bottom of each is the end prize, the product number 9011. When we found out what happened, we recalled him immediately, said Padron, who said the toys made in China do not reflect his company's view. I was offended by them. How do you like those Chinamen, huh?
What'd they do this time?
I don't know. Something senseless.
Or dogs.
Although they did win the rowing thing. I saw that. I saw a total about 4.5 minutes of the Olympics. Much too much.
It's about right.
Yeah. And they can call anything a sport, you know. Oh, yeah, it's a sport. And I still say they already got the GIMP Olympics. Why did they have, like, wheelchair guy? They got the gay Olympics, so why did they have the whole event in the first place? Just so they could go back in Athens again and do Greek? Is that it?
That
must have been what it's all about.
Did you see the closing ceremonies when they had that giant joint?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that they were excited to see a giant joint.
It was a big fatty.
Uh-huh. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. So Evan also agrees with me. You come back here very briefly. Nothing changes. Callers change. These are the same calls we had how many years ago?
About 30, man.
Same people.
Retire.
Yeah, you were boring then. I called you then, and you're boring now. And George sucks, and you're great. And you suck, and George is great. Same malcontents, miserable, no good. But hey, it's great. The money's good. Money's great. WQAM, hello.
Well, greetings and welcome back. You've been missed.
Buenas to you.
And George did a hell of a job.
This was the ultimate summer for George, and he gets no appreciation from Greg, who ought to come in here and give him a full-mouth kiss.
I don't care what the functional illiterates who call and harass him say. To hell with them.
We love him. We love it. That's what it's all about, man. That's what makes it entertaining in this godforsaken toilet.
Well, I just wanted to make one point because I'm getting real tired of this election. I was afraid it was going to happen when Kerry nailed down the nomination too early.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of hearing all these veterans thumping their chests about whether Kerry faked his...
Yeah, but here's the point. Here's what you're missing, and that is Kerry is getting sucked right in. Well, why is he responding the way he is instead of attacking AWOL Bush and the draft-dodging Cheney? Why isn't he talking about the fact that all he's trying to do is change the subject and talking about the real record of the war in Iraq and all the dead people and the crappy state of the economy and all the screwing over the veterans and everybody in the middle class? Why isn't he talking about those things instead of getting sucked in to who can't es mas macho, all of that crap, okay?
I think our philosophy should be, listen, if I won't lie, I won't tell the truth about you if you don't lie about me.
Well, isn't that great?
Yeah, I mean,
we don't need a wimp like John Kerry. We need somebody with some balls, man. There you go. That's the guy we needed. You notice how fast they deep sixed him.
If we could just hang on for 4 years, but
Are you out of your 4 more years of this?
No, we gotta get rid of Bush. Absolutely.
Hang on for 4 years. You must be dreaming, man.
I wouldn't care if Gilbert was running. I'd vote for him over
I'm writing him in.
Bush, okay?
Now that you mentioned it, I'm writing him in.
But by the way, maybe someone should take note of the fact it was Reagan that shut down all those VA hospitals.
Right.
So these speedboat guys could have gotten the mental help they need, so we wouldn't be messing with our elections.
There you go. Well, but you know something? I blame the Democratic Party. I've been saying that for a long time. The Republicans, we know they're a bunch of Nazi bastards, and we know what it's all about. The Democrats, it's right there for the taking, and they always find a way to fumble the ball, man.
We need to stop worrying about pissing people off and go take it to the street.
They're like Mark Higgs. They always find a way to fumble the ball. Have a great day, Pally.
You too, sir.
I shouldn't pick on Higgy. Who's the one we got? What's the one with Paul and Ron?
Mark Higgs.
No, not Mark Higgs. Fumbled the ball.
Sammy Smith.
Sammy Smith. Very good. George gets a sports one. Oh, no.
Oh, it's all that Olympic stuff, I got the bug.
Sammy Smith. Holy moly.
Yesterday, Sammy Smith fumbled the ball away. We knew that Bum never knew how to play. No. I can't believe what happened yesterday. Yesterday, the playoffs didn't seem so far away. Thanks to Sammy, now there is no way. Oh, yesterday sucked royally. Why you drop that ball and your pay or go away? Sammy sucks. Now I long for Brian so yesterday.
By the way, QM will be making announcements where we're going to be having the Dolphin fan suicide meetings. It's going to be a group deal, huh? Oh, yeah.
I'll bring the gas.
A group grope. 567-0560. Don't forget, join the Crow. Warren Cromartie, baby, the ex-Montreal Expo. What? He's an Expo, man. Well, you can be an Expo, but you can't be an Expo. No. Join the Crow today, 5 to 7 at the Mega Liquor Store at 14657 Southwest 56th Street in Miami. No habla inglés ahí. Stop by to spin that QM wheel for some really embarrassing, humiliating, degrading, cheap prizes. That's with the Crow today. He smells real good at the Mecca Liquor Store at 147th Avenue and Miller Drive.
You're listening to Neil Rogers on 560 QAM.
It's Dave in Miami town.
Absolutely.
At 560 WQAM.
Number one with 4 bullets.
She's oily, doily, and old. Looks like the Quaker Oats guy. Smells from the body roll mold. Barbara Bush has body down and eyefuls of her eyes popped out. It happened when she realized she raised for criminal clout. Barbara Bush has body down and eyes. And she's nasty, old and crafty, and she raised for basic Nazis. She's atrocious and takes every to anyone who says they want no Daddy Bellman, he gave us George Bush and Jeb Bush, not to mention Bill and Robin Bush. Filthy rich and fat, and smells just like the magic sauce on a big hat. Barbara Bush resembles Ernest Borgnine on a bad day with Marty Feldman.
All right.
Bye-bye, tell me bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, tell me bye-bye.
Absolutely.
Now you're the voice of the station Panthers. For as long as the fans can stand you, scream like rolling your bones. No one around here is gonna miss you. You got a obnoxious little doo-doo out of you. For no will bye-bye, tell me bye-bye.
I couldn't resist a little bonus for you there. 26 till 2 at 560 WQAM. Mad Dog at 2. 5670560. Who was that?
Home invader. I don't know.
No, sir, what was that all about?
Obviously, he brought somebody in to meet you.
Miguel opens the door,
right?
And some guy marches in here.
Sure.
And like I open a mic and I start saying something, and they march right out.
Right back out. Obviously, he wanted to catch you during a break to introduce you to somebody. Maybe somebody new here.
Somebody that works here?
I don't know.
Maybe like another new sales nerd?
If I knew who that was, I would have said,
you know
that's
who
that guy.
did not come in today? We had Adam was in here.
Sure.
And Troy Stratford.
Troy, right.
And we had Fat Boy.
Todd.
And Todd Dreck, unfortunately, much too long. More than 30 seconds is much too long.
About 30, man.
And we didn't have no screw-in today.
No Lulu.
Now, you notice how usually when I come back for a...
She usually leads the parade.
She usually leads a whole parade of
like
them
the
in here.
drum
But now,
major.
because of the fact that I refuse to succumb to her
advances?
Seductive advances over the phone, that he's playing hard to get, I guess.
Roy!
Yeah. Oh, brother. Stay away, bitch. Can't stomach you. 56... I just gave the number. WQAM, hello. QAM. Not there. WQAM, hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yes, I am.
I have a comment about the guy that made the statement about black Catholics.
Yeah, good. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
I hate how the phone hangs up after you, like the mysterious ring. Listen, 3 little notes. One, I don't know if you've seen a sample ballot for Dave, but we're already in trouble because the commissioners want to, like,
Is this
multiply
Sonny Fox?
Huh?
Is this Sonny Fox doing a voice?
No, this is
Okay.
Ralph. Oh, anyway,
Kind
listen.
of like Sonny Fox, incoherent.
Well, listen, they got two proposals up for the county commissions, right?
Yeah.
One is to multiply their salary.
Yeah. Oh, your phone is making farting sounds. We can't keep it on the air. Well, we can't keep... Look. Oh, it's bad enough if we make the farting sounds, but when your phone
Even electronic
starts making farting
parts
sounds, at that point, the entire FCC will be down on your ass in no time. WQAM, hello.
Yes, I'd like to bid $12 on Moe's hairpiece on the QAM website.
Sold, okay, sold American.
It's already up to 20.
We ought to auction that thing off, you know?
For
That
charity.
thing, there's a
Of
whole
course,
bunch of
for charity, yeah.
For most favorite charity, right.
And his least favorite piece for our most favorite charity.
That sounds like a winner to me. It's in the bag. WQAM, hello. QAM. That could have been the best call of this hour, except for Evan. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
For lunch hour, I just want to say, soup's on.
WQAM, hello.
QAM, hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Want to get online?
You're online.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Speak to me.
How you doing?
I'm still doing good. Just like 8 seconds ago. Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I want to talk about Commission District 7.
Yes?
Xavier Suarez, what do you think about that?
In fact, it's funny you should mention that because he came knocking on my door at 2 o'clock this morning in his bathrobe. I thought it was a little unusual because I live in Broward. 5670560. Pound 560 on the AT&T. Like I said, you come back, it's the same old crap. I can't wait for Steve Clark to make a comeback. You know? That'll be great.
So what do you think about it?
Just prop him up in a chair with a bottle in his hand. It'll be fantastic. Old Stevie Clark. WQAM, hello. How about that Maurice Ferre, too? WQAM, hello.
Hello. I agree with the rest of the callers. George is a fabulous...
Well, that's great. WQAM, hello.
Boricua Smurfit.
WQAM, hello.
Puerto Rican.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Boricua.
I want a George Rodriguez bobble doll.
WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
The comment about the sports broadcasting radio system covering up.
The comment about the sportscasting radio system covering up.
Yeah, the last week was about Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comment was completely ridiculous.
What comment are you talking about? What comment? What are you talking about? What language are you speaking?
It's just incredible.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think it's absolutely...
Incredible.
WQAM, see, the good stuff came in. You didn't even get yours. QAM,
no,
hello.
Man, and I was online.
What is it?
Neil, what's
Yes.
up, bud?
We're waiting. We're waiting, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marico.
Yep. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
You ever see Mark with the little shoes?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
Listen, what do you think about Alex Pinellas' Senate run?
He's an idiot. He's an imbecile. He's a phony, man. He's as phony as a $42.50 bill. What do I think about his Senate run? I think he ought to run for the hills. The same guy that stabbed Al Gore in the back in 2000. With his support, all we needed was another how many votes to do it?
About 30, man.
That's all. Then they couldn't have stolen the election from Gore. But instead, all of a sudden, he went into hiding. And now he's Mr. Big Anti-Bush, and Bush is this, and he's Mr. Big Democrat because all he cares about is himself, okay? I hope that somebody knocks Juan Mendieta right off his shoulder, all right?
Onto him.
Yeah, that's it. Juan Mendieta. We haven't played that in a long time, you know?
No, we haven't.
The parrot on his shoulder. What a sad situation.
Juan Mendieta. Might be making some money.
Tragic.
The news with Juan Mendieta.
He got off the bandwagon? Is that what you're saying?
Juan Mendieta. I don't know how much they pay him.
The news with Juan Mendieta. Probably getting all that stuff out of the airport, you know? Probably smearing a few here and there. That sounds like Jim Schuyler to me.
It is.
We miss you, Jim. Back in the day, you know.
I'll gladly tell you some more.
When you had some material.
Because I'm Juan Mendieta.
Incredible.
The news with Juan Mendieta. Not Yogi Berra. My name is Juan Mendieta. Juan Mendieta. The news with Juan Mendieta.
Oh, look at this. Here's the coverage pattern somebody just faxed me for Buzz 103.1. This is bad news, man. Take a look at that.
Oh, my God.
Wow. It shows it covers all the way up to Vero and Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie and Jupiter and West Palm and Uranus and Wellington and Boca Raton and Coral Springs and Fort Lauderdale and even a Hollywood. 103.1 The Buzz. That has Howard Stern clear and mostly uncensored early in the morning. That's bad news for us, Greg.
You're listening to Neil Rogers.
Everybody hates everybody all the time.
Yes.
That's the way of life in Florida. Hurt forehead, pop with veins in anger, and hostile bedroom now. Everybody hates everybody all the time. Driving on intolerance and fear.
I'm listening.
It's where disenfranchised congregate, and they don't want you here. You'll find their attitude quite sour. With a machete, they threaten to slice you to the bone.
Me estoy muriendo aquí.
Then, in the gridlock of rush hour, out the window, someone calls you Matacone. Everybody hates everybody all the time. No habla English, dinky-dinky-doo. Something in the breeze is walking from Pompano to you.
14 till 2 at 5:60. We got the Mad Dog coming up at 2 o'clock. I see in a bullpen, my good friend Ken Malden's in there, and Russ and Robert, and what's his name? Curtis. And they're all, I'm sure, bemoaning all of the stuff that's going on, you think? That's what I think. Who are you talking to?
I was leaving Josh a message.
Josh?
Cordes.
Oh, Josh Cordes. Oh, tell him the...
I figured I would have seen him by now, but I thought I'd give him an important message about things.
About...
See him. That, too.
The Seattle Times, now, I had this on the website a few days ago, but haven't only been on last Thursday, I think, because you probably didn't read this Friday?
Not on the air, I didn't.
On the air?
No.
Seattle Times endorses Kerry. They endorsed Bush last time. Isn't that great?
Right. I read it off the air.
Says 4 years ago, this page endorsed George W. Bush for president. We cannot do so again because of an ill-conceived war and its aftermath, undisciplined spending, a shrinkage of constitutional rights, and an intrusive social agenda. The Bush presidency is not what we had in mind. Our endorsement of John Kerry is not without reservations, but he is head and shoulders above the incumbent. The first issue is the war. When the Bush administration began beating the drums for war on Iraq, this page said repeatedly that he had not justified it. When war came, this page closed ranks, wanting to support our troops and give the president the benefit of the doubt. The troops deserved it. In hindsight, their commander-in-chief did not. The first priority of a new president must be to end the military occupation of Iraq. This will be no easy task, but Kerry is more likely to do it, and with some understanding of Middle Eastern realities than is Bush. The election of Kerry would sweep away neoconservative war intellectuals who drive policy at the White House and Pentagon. It would end the backdoor draft of American reservists and the use of American soldiers as imperial police. It would also provide a chance to repair America's overseas relationships, both with governments and people, especially in the world of Islam. A less belligerent, more intelligent foreign policy should cause less anger to be directed at the U.S. A political change should allow Americans to examine the powers they've given the federal government under the Patriot Act and the powers the president has claimed by executive order. This page had high hopes for President Bush regarding taxing and spending. We endorsed his cut in income taxes, expecting that it would help business and discipline new public spending. In the end, there was no discipline in it. In control of the Senate, the House, and the presidency for the first time in half a century, the Republicans have had a celebration of spending. Kerry has made many promises and might spend as much as Bush if given a Congress under control of the Democrats. He is more likely to get a divided government, which may be a good thing. Bush was also supposed to be the candidate who understood business. In some ways, he has, but he's too often been the candidate of big business only. He has sided with pharmaceutical companies against drug imports from Canada. In our own industry, the Bush appointees and the FCC have pushed to relax restrictions on how many TV stations, radio stations, and newspapers one company may own in an industry that is the steward of the public's right to speak. This is a threat to democracy itself, and Kerry has stood up against it. Bush talked like the candidate of free trade, a policy the Pacific Northwest relies upon. He turned protectionist on steel and Canadian lumber. Admittedly, Kerry's campaign rhetoric is even worse on trade, but for the previous 20 years, Kerry had a strong record in support of trade, and we've learned that the best guide of what politicians do is what they've done in the past, not what they say. On some matters, we always had to hold our noses to endorse Bush. We noted 4 years ago that he was too willing to toss aside wild nature and to drill in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. We still disagree. On clean air, forest, and fish, we generally side with Kerry. We also agree with Senator Kerry that Social Security should not offer private accounts. 4 years ago, we stated our profound disagreement with Bush on abortion, and then in one of his first acts as president, he moved to reinstate a ban on federal money for organizations that provide information about abortions overseas. We disagree also with Bush's ban on federal money for research using any new lines of stem cells. There is in these positions a presidential blending of politics and religion that is wrong for the government of a diverse republic. Our largest doubt about Kerry is his idea that the federal debt may be stabilized and dozens of new programs added merely by raising taxes on the top 2% of Americans. Class warfare is a false promise, and we hope he forgets it. Certainly, the man now in office forgot some of the things he said so fetchingly 4 years ago. Fetchingly. Fetch. I don't think he could. I don't think he could find it. His dog might. So there, the Seattle Times endorses Kerry. Like they said, they apologize for their bad mistake they made 4 years ago. And a lot of you ought to apologize, too, especially you idiots that continue with this Nader crap. What is that all about?
Insanity.
How stupid do you have to be? How stupid? It's the old SS. We got the SS with Bush and the neocons and the Nazis. Now we got the stupid and stubborn crowd.
The principle of the thing. The principle of the thing.
The principle of putting these Nazis in there for another 4 years for a doddering old fool who's out there in Vegas telling them that gambling is evil?
Would be better.
Oh, God, yeah, someday.
Why are you afraid of democracy? Why are you Democrats afraid of democracy?
You sound just like Ralph Nader and Robert Creeper.
Wait, let me try this way.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'd rather have you write in Pat Buchanan. How do you like that? Like Rick Riley would.
Yeah.
He probably is. Oh, when's that Rick and Sud show coming on?
In the afternoon? Right after they blow out Hank.
Oh, is that it?
Absolutely.
They're not messing with a humper, I'm going to tell you that. I hear he's coming back Wednesday. That's the popular scuttlebutt. But
that's the rumor. But
that's the rumor that Troy Stratford's peddling around the building. But then again, we like Troy. He's a good guy. Well, number 23 from the Dolphins, he never fumbled the ball. That's because they never gave it to him. And probably a pretty good idea. Oh, and speaking of the Dolphins, is it going to be a bad season? Oh, man. That's why they're so surly and squirrely, man.
Right.
It's going to be bad.
If
I mean, the Marlins are making that big move right now toward maybe the playoffs again. They're only 4 out of a wild card, and they got a whole month to go. But the Dolphins, man, it's going to be bad. Man, I'm thinking 6-10 myself. That's what I'm thinking. And how they're going to win that 6 with Jay Fiedler and A.J. Feely Goody and Dave Wannabe, that's pathetic, man. They don't have a coach. They don't got a quarterback. They don't got a running back. Other than that, they're dynamite.
They got them colors.
Maybe J.J., okay? Not Jimmy Johnson. J.J. Walker would be good. Dynamite. Anyway, am I rambling now? That's because it's almost 2 o'clock already. Even though we started at 10, like we'll be doing all week long, because Stern's on his 85th vacation this month, it went by okay, you know?
Better you than me.
No, well, now why do you say that? They want you back, man.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
spend the
Who's
whole
they?
summer like what all these goofballs, all these heavy-breathing idiots out there that couldn't get laid in a whorehouse. All these people from losing it. I think a lot of the people that listen to us, they were in losing it. I know John Stockwell was in it. What a shame. Emerald Coast, South Florida's best Asian buffet, is proud to announce the arrival of Shrimp Fest. What? It's called Shrimp Fest, okay? No. He may not be here today, Jocks, but he's got to do some work.
His shrimp is here.
Come in on the weekends, enjoy grilled scampi. And why do they have that in here twice? I guess to make him work harder. Scampi, cocktails, and peel and eat. Emerald Coast is no ordinary Asian buffet. The service is outstanding. You'll never leave on an empty stomach, I guarantee you that. You'll be full to the pupik. You can start off a fantastic feast with 6 different soups, and then sample dozens of delicious entrees, including New York strip-made order with their sizzling Asian grill, their brand-new Hunan fish. They've got hand-carved primer waiting on you. Their new Thai specialties, too. And don't forget, one of the fine things about Emerald Coast is you'll never walk out of there with an MSG headache because they don't use any MSG. No cornstarch, no crap. They cook only all of their good stuff with cholesterol-free oils, too. The buffet at the Emerald Coast features a full salad bar, a full Chinese food lineup, and their brand-new sushi bar, too. Even Greg would enjoy that. And because you deserve it, Emerald Coast has a full dessert station, too, featuring Belgian waffles. Did I mention about the chocolate banana waffle I had last week?
I think you did.
Oh, my God. That was just obscene. Pies, cakes, pastries, ice cream with all your favorite toppings, and fresh fruit, the perfect ending to a gigantic feast at the Emerald Coast. Now with 3 locations for you. They're in Pembroke Pines, Sunny Isles, and in Sunrise. So take the entire family or book your next business luncheon right now. Takeout and delivery available, too. They're voted #1, numero uno, by Zagat Restaurant Reviews and by Hysterical WSVN News as South Florida's best Asian buffet. For info, directions, call 954-572-3822. 954-572-3822, the unbeatable Emerald Coast Chinese Buffet.
You're listening to Neil Rogers exclusively on 560.
In the Banana Republic, baby. Only in Miami.
They raised the terror level high, and I'm afraid I'm going to die. I'm worried, not happy. They say Al-Qaeda has a chance, and I think I just peed my pants. I'm worried, not happy.
Oi!
I'm worried, not happy now. I'm worried. Not happy. I'm worried, not happy. I lock the doors and close the drapes. I bought 100 rolls of duct tape. I'm worried. Not happy. If they change it from orange to red, I'll go and hide under my bed. I'm worried. Oh, my.
Oh, we're fine.
Not happy. Look at me. I'm not happy. I'm worried.
Increíble.
Not happy.
I'll tell you one thing, you'll live a lot longer if you quit watching Brian Norcross. Make no mistake about that. She will absolutely kill you, that bitch. 800 and Mad Dog is in a hell of a good mood today, and so am I. Everybody we're happy here. We're a bunch of happy campers. And then, of course, on Wednesday, that's going to be the demarcation thing. You know what I mean? That's when you draw... What? Don't you think?
It's the day of mystery.
The day of mystery. Everybody and their brother will be tuning in to find out on Wednesday, although you probably can read Barry Jackass Wednesday morning in the Herald. He'll have the inside scoop on what Greg is thinking and dropping and whatever. Here's the fact. This is, you're right, Neil. It seems as though Carolinas get the brunt of the hurricanes. Knowing that, I always thought it was such a joke that historians say it's a mystery about the disappearance of the Jamestown colony, which was on the outer banks of North Carolina. Well, maybe now we know where they went, huh? Maybe they got blown away. Anyway, we got 800 and some odd votes on here, which if I had time, I'm not used to this Russian thing, you know. 847 votes. How panicky are you about Hurricane Francis? I'll wait and see where it's really going. 634 or 534, something like that, 63%. Makes sense to me. What, me worry? 104. I'm stocking up now, water, batteries, etc. 94, damn you. Brian Norcross has me in a total panic. 56, as in Q56. I'm going back out of the bed, 48. And the shutters are up already, 11. And the Mad Dog's standing by.
Bye, bye, bye!